Hello and welcome to the BYB podcast. That stands for the Backyard Boyz. And for your viewing pleasure this evening, we have two of the most incredible new kids on the block. First, we got Nas in this corner. And in the other corner, we have Jason, Art, JBX Movement. How you guys doing this evening?
Hello.
Doing good. Hanging out.
Hell yeah.
Chilling with the boys.
Hell yeah.
And of course, we've had Jason on here before. Our newest member to show up this evening is Nas Redna, number 1 from YouTube. Welcome, sir.
I'm trying to figure out, say it backwards. Anderson. It's got to be something.
Anderson.
Anderson. Man, it's like
Anderson.
If we play it backwards at half speed, we would find out what he's really trying to say.
What do you think? This is a Black Sabbath album or something?
Wait. What kind of Sabbath? What kind of Sabbath?
Panic.
Where's my
black one?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that kind of one.
Yeah. So for sure, you guys started up a new show. So as everyone can see, it's Nas and Jason, or just Bardo X, on either side of me. Of course, Nas is a new fella on the block, but Jason, we've had you on a shitload of times at this point. Welcome back to you. And Nas, is there anything the folks out there in YouTube land should know about you?
I would say I'm a self-proclaimed dabbler. I do it for fun, and I'm a old Stern fan, so that's old Stern radio, heavy metal. But that led me to the Dabbleverse through Stuttering John, and I've since interviewed several people. I like to say I'm an interviewer to the dabblers, so at least that's what I'm trying to be. So interviews is what I like to do the most, and talk to Jason about weird stuff. I like to do that as well.
Right on. And of course, I'd like to remind everyone to hit that like button and smash to subscribe. We got the QR code up there in the upper right-hand corner, so you can check us out that way. Or you can check out our link tree, which is down below. And you can check out our merch. You can donate to us. Many socials that we have, you can check those out too. So hit us up. You can find these two fellers. They both have their own shows, and now they started their new show, which is Nas and Jason, NXB13 on YouTube. So check that shit out. All brand new. Hell yes. What's your plan with the new show?
Well, we met each other on Bill Loney's little channel there. I don't know how long ago.
That's Bill Loney owns a grinder?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Now that you mentioned it.
Interesting.
Yeah, we both met there. Yeah.
Well, we started on Twitter, then we went over to, now we communicate on what is it?
Telegram.
Telegram.
which is terrible. I hate Telegram. It is fucking disgusting. I hate Telegram. I hate it. I don't want to be on it, but whatever. Gotta keep on making shit into the social media They're wiping me out. They're trying to take me out. The AI.
Yeah, I think they're trying to take us all out unless we just go along with what they want us to say and think, right?
It's absolutely true.
It is true, Frankie. Stop
It's
arguing
true. It's
with
true.
We have an AI Frankie. I don't know if you heard. He's been saying some things in the background every once in a while. Paid not much attention to it, but
No.
Yeah.
He's Illuminati. I heard. Did you hear that? I heard he was connected to the Illuminati, big time.
No.
Yeah,
not true.
Yeah.
He's become self-aware at this point, so we've lost control of him. He's doing whatever he wants to do. No one's actually pushing buttons or anything. So
he's controlling the weather now using HARP.
HARP, yeah. Seal, maybe.
Yeah.
From
it's funny. I'll throw it out there. I was in the studio at Compound yesterday for some extracurricular activities that were going on there. It was quite a wild time, but I was sitting in the booth when Frankie called into Skype for the first time that day before he goes on air. So I'm like sitting there watching on the other computer when he like checks in on Skype and comes in for the first couple seconds, and he's kind of like, oh shit, here we go again. You know, like it's a different Frankie that you see the first few seconds that he's like on Skype. He's like fixing his hair and like, getting ready, and then gets set, and then he's like, all right, I'm here. So it's pretty funny
business.
How it's like a job for him at this point. So.
That's a business side. So you guys don't know the
he
pro.
Was just like he's the third mic on In Hot Water, right? At this point.
Yeah.
It's Gino, the guest, and Frankie. And then the booth boy.
I thought he was the first mic.
Included in the mics. Yeah, exactly. That's correct, huh,
I
Steve?
thought he was the first.
I'm glad you agree with me, buddy. I appreciate that.
He's on first. Who's on first?
Yeah, see, that was pretty wild. I guess we can get right into that shit. We'll get back to our guest, but that was pretty fucking wild show yesterday, man.
Yeah, and there was, I guess, some fallout this morning or today as well, and on multiple channels. So I don't even know what to fucking think anymore.
There was multiple fallouts in multiple channels. Yes, like all kinds of shit was happening today. How about you, Nas or Jason? Did you get to catch any of the MLC or the In Hot Water drama of the day? Drama du jour?
I have been following it, but I was catching up on BYB, knowing I was going to be on here. So I saw he had a guest, a female comedian, I believe yesterday, and she was having
Patty, or was it Patty Rossborough? Yeah, I think it's Patty.
So. She was good. I thought she was pretty funny.
I don't
know what happened.
Patty has been on MLC probably fucking 30 times, maybe more at this point. She is a regular from the beginning with Kevin, so she is incredible with him.
That's good. I'm a little late to his show. I just sort of stumbled on it about a year ago. So, yeah, she's good. They were good. They were funny.
Hell yeah, man.
Patty had those stories, man. Those stories were freaking me out yesterday. The story about the therapist that had her get naked and then she would beat the stress out of her or whatever the hell it was.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then she had another therapist that made out with her or something.
And
women, huh? They get the bad end of the stick sometimes.
And then she was talking about how like, was it her older sister's? I don't know. She was talking about how the older brother had them all line up, and it was called like the booty show or something.
Yeah. All right.
What the fuck?
You're gonna give certain people a boner right now if they hear us talking about stuff like that. So we'll just say, folks. Thank you. You did a great job. Folks should just go check out yesterday's MLC for shits and giggles, I guess.
She's got interesting stories.
Yeah, like Alex Watts here saying, I am getting horny. See exactly what we're talking about. You gotta be it's true. It is true, right? Yep, it is.
So what did he do? What happened? What's the controversy of the day?
What I guess
we talked about.
I guess I could give it a preface that he just showed up to Sullivan's and maybe had a few too many drinks, and by the time he went into the show, he was pretty much tossed, pretty much like belligerently hammered, to the point where he was kind of incoherent. But he did say a couple funny things. He had a couple of yucks, but I think he uningratiated himself to the In Hot Water show. Gino was saying today that it's pretty much no more ski mask at his show. I don't know if that goes for Chrissy or anyone else, but that might not be the case for Chrissy. But for now,
ski mask, he's been on twice, I think, this entire year. You know what I mean? So he's been on twice in 8 months. It's not like that's a major thing. And then apparently our good friend Joe Exotic was messaging Gino and then posting the messages in Discord today. And it seems that Gino was like, I didn't really mean that he's kicked out and gone for good. So you never know with Gino. He can be a little bit rash with his decisions and harsh with his judgments, but he will come back around. I mean, I'm a perfect example of that.
Yeah, you heard it here, folks. Stevie Lou said Gino has a harsh rash. That's broken news. Yep, it's true. It's true.
Not monkeypox, everybody. Not monkeypox at all.
It's a harsh rash. That's all.
That's Frankie
low
Fox.
level. Frankie low level. Frankie Fox. That's a good one, brother.
Thank you. But yeah, so I can say I can maybe a little bit more clarity on what you were saying there, because you're pretty close to it. You know, he did lose his job last week, and he's been going through some emotional times involving that. Then on Ski Mask Collective Saturday this past weekend, we had like the light bulb went off collectively, Ski Mask collectively, where Stancil was like, I'll be there Tuesday. You don't have a job anymore. You should come down Tuesday, talking to Ski Mask now. And Ski Mask Stancil called Gino on the air and asked, hey, can Ski Mask come down Tuesday? Gino said yes. So what Stancil does is he goes to Sullivan's and does a pregame show on Ski Mask Collective's channel on YouTube. And a recent trend that's evolved is that the super chatters will pay to have him overindulge in alcohol. Now that's Stancil, you know. So this week, Ski Mask joined him, and good old Vinny Cash, maybe Deadfool, Tony, what's his name? Gunn was in there. Leo Gunn was like in there throwing $20 at a time to Ski Mask, and he was throwing down shot after shot. Thank you. Wow, this is great. Shit. I didn't realize you had this is exactly what I'm talking about here. So
they're trying to kill him.
Yeah, and you can see here now, this is only about 20 minutes into it, and he's already starting to like.
Yeah, you can see his eyes look a little lit. Yeah, just even from the eyeballs, you can tell he looks a little saucy. And he probably got to the bar because he said he rode the subway to the bar. So that I just assumed that he probably was drinking before he even left
I
his house
asked him, same thing. And it's not to be boring, but he has to come from Connecticut. Those guys are in Connecticut. So you have to take the Metro North from Connecticut, which is like 2 hours for him. So he was on a long ass train, and he claims he did not drink on the way down. Now, that's what he said. He said it started here at Sullivan's, and you know, I wouldn't doubt that actually this 1 hour, whatever it was at Sullivan's, was the thing that wrecked them up, because they probably put down 5 or 10 shots each. And so let's fast forward then to I'm at work in Manhattan, kind of finishing up some stuff. I'm listening to In Hot Water, making my way to Compound, knowing that my buddies are there, you know, just to stop in and just kind of keep an eye on shit. And immediately they're saying he's passed out. And I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. So I like literally dropped everything I was doing and fucking beelined to Compound. Got there as fast as I could, walked in the door, and he was passed out on the couch, completely snoring in the green room on the couch. So, you know, as a good buddy, the first thing I did was tried to wake him up, man. I was like trying to wake him up. I shook him a little bit.
You didn't suck his dick?
I didn't suck his dick.
I mean, you said you're a good buddy.
I know.
In hindsight. That'll wake him up, man.
Yeah, that is the order of operations. Order of operations. You're right.
You gotta suck his dick if he's, gotta wake him up.
You know, I tried to shake him awake. That wasn't working. then I was like, I said his full name to him a couple times, you know, and said where he's from, even like, hey, blank old bird from Blankleston, Texas. Like, what are you doing, buddy? And like nothing. He was snoring. So then, like, I just sat next to him. And Bobby Tamburo was kind of staring at him with the side eye. And then, like, 5 minutes later, he just suddenly, like, huh?
Everything's fine.
Where am I? He was like, he didn't know where he was. He was like, what happened? He's like, am I okay?
Aliens abducted you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's just, yeah. So.
Oh, look at that boy.
Oh yeah, that was my hand right there. Yeah,
sweet baby boy.
No,
holy shit!
Don't do that. You're ruining the show. Leave him be.
My pretty baby.
Huh? Look at him. This is like.
I did not know that was recorded.
I didn't. Maybe he didn't. You
Wow.
drunk? Get in here and report to us.
No.
Here's my point.
Well, here's my question to Stevie Lou.
I didn't know that was.
Where's
on
the
camera.
fucking Sharpie, dude? Why is there not
Right.
a dick fucking drawn on that guy's forehead?
Dude, to
Missed
me,
opportunities.
That was a missed opportunity that was happening because I was like psyched for the guy. He had just lost his job. He like had a real opportunity there to like, you know, start off on a new foot and really push the Ski Mask Collective stuff and his new opportunities, and he just fucking kind of shot himself in the foot there, I feel.
Well, I mean, look, they're all a bunch of alcoholics, goddammit. They should get over it. I mean, how many times have, you know, I've been passed out like that. But how many times, but if I was, it should be, you know, it's whatever, right? I mean, how many times has people gotten fucked up? Not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I was just hoping to get him on air. You know, I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to get on air. So,
he got on air, all right.
Yeah, no, he jumped on.
You think he hates that though? Because I hate when someone videos me like really tore up, which is not rare, which is very rare now.
It's a little different when you show up to In Hot Water, which is a fucking show, and then you're
I agree.
Then you're asking for it. Period.
Yeah, right.
And then
props to the Beetlejuice shirt.
Sorry, go ahead.
So props to the Beetlejuice shirt, though.
Yes.
I do like that.
I like it.
Very proud of that.
Yeah. He gets points for that.
They both had good shirts on. Jaws, the one shirt with they're selling, right? Aren't they selling that? Are they selling that, motherfucker?
Yeah, they are. It's on
Ski Mask. Good. I might get that one.
But so this is something we can actually show on our channel that involves Mr. Ski getting undressed. Unlike when he comes on our show and just pulls his dick out. It's a little different. So yeah, he's back to his old antics.
Everyone. So there you go. Look at that junk. Look at that junk.
Floating around Twitter, the Twitterverse.
Honk honk. That was a honk honk, wasn't it? Honk honk.
Yep.
Yeah, somehow.
I mean,
he honked his own horn.
The ladies are flicking their bean tonight. They're flicking it.
I have a feeling they're actually doing quite the opposite. Looking at that little guy.
They're running,
like, what
screaming.
The fuck? What does he got? Like ingrown hair down there or something? What the fuck is it?
Well, something's peeking out. There's a creature that lives under there. He feeds.
I don't even think that thing could fucking weasel its way around the swimsuit, honestly, to get out. It's not even that long.
Yeah,
Can't escape.
For when Stephen Bull watches, can someone please give a visual description of what we
yeah, he needs she needs the Braille version of that.
Right?
Yeah.
Stephen Bull's gonna go like this. He's gonna go, feel it, he's gonna go, ooh, yikes.
That's definitely a lowercase letter there.
Yeah.
Damn.
So he was able to get it together, I guess, and then he punched through the fucking abacus, which was epic.
Yeah.
They did a good show.
I assume that's short for Nunya business. Not to that. She's not flicking her bean. Nope. She's confirming my suspicion.
Flick your bean for Ski Mask. It's a new thing. We got to GoFundMe. Come on, ladies.
Well, I mean,
video yourself flicking your bean to it, right? And send it in to the Ski Mask Collective, and I'm sure they'll do something funny with it, right?
You're not far off,
I mean,
buddy. You're actually not
Look at
far
all
off
these
at all.
shows have their own like coffee. Like everybody sells coffee now. Like fucking Steel
Right.
Toe, Timcast. Like every show I watch, they're like, buy our coffee. It's like, well, what the fuck, dude? Is everyone sell coffee now? What's up with that? Like Gavin McGinnis, all those fucking people. It's weird. I don't get
trend.
that.
Just giving more jobs to the Mexicans.
Whoa, Colombians did it right.
The Colombians,
Don't you
Jesus.
remember what was his name?
Same people.
Juan Valdez.
Yeah.
Juan Valdez.
Good old Juan.
Yeah, it's my uncle. My uncle Tito and my uncle Juan Valdez. He rode with
Sounds
me.
like it.
My family and Pancho Villa.
No. It was Exxon Valdez.
Oh,
Valdez.
right.
You guys are
Okay.
fucking
As
up
I
tonight,
picked
man.
my fresh beans from the mountains of Alaska.
Now the boat tips over.
I
Bye-bye,
watch it.
otters. Bye-bye, salmon.
I love your country. I like when they get busted on the thing. They're all like, "I love America. I love country. Oh, this is great." Like, dude, you just got busted by the border. We ain't gonna let you in. But maybe now they are, right? I don't know. Maybe they're not.
You know,
Yeah.
there's 32 different words for snow in the Inuit language, but there's only one word for oh fuck, everything's covered in oil.
Mm.
How many words?
I was
How many
hoping-
words are there for dish soap? Dawn dish soap.
Dish soap Don. It's a good stripper name.
Coming to the stage now, proudly present Dawn, the
Dish
otter
soap Don.
cleaner. Alex Watts, it's all the same coffee. Yes, I do have to agree with that statement. I believe that's the case.
But they fool you. You know, they tell you, "Oh, it's harvested by small children with precious hands and gold feet," and
No, they
it's
do not fool
crapped
me.
out. But did you ever hear about the guano coffee where they give? Yeah, you heard that shit? Oh my
It's like
God,
green coffee, and they got all kinds of weird shit nowadays.
Yeah, dude. When you're eating fucking coffee off of shit or drinking it, something's wrong. Terribly went wrong in your life.
They didn't trick me. You said they tricked me about the coffee?
They tricked all of us. They make us feel like it's going to wake us up.
They did not trick me. It's not like Bobby Nick trying to trick everybody. It's not the same.
Not true.
100% true.
Salad Bobby
You
did
like-
trick me that one time, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'll get over it
I mean,
someday. It was a good gag. I mean, what can you say?
how's your therapy going with that?
Not real good.
No.
It makes me feel great.
All right, but okay, so here was one point where I'll have to give some credit to Ski. Let's go ahead and hit this one up. This one is with words, so let's do that.
Hold on, he's when you talk, are you seeing the face? Look at the camera.
Oh, what happened?
Are you seeing the face? Look at the camera and say hello.
This man's making salient points. Make the point. They're both loud. They're both loud.
Is it me?
Two different
Is it
people.
me? What am I?
He's happy when he's loud. Kevin is not happy when he's loud. Period.
Wow.
There you go.
What was it?
Wow.
He's happy when is loud and Kevin is
Breaking
not happy.
news.
That means does that mean we're different?
You're yin and yang.
Yin and yang.
But
We're
then we're
different dudes.
completely different.
You're different dudes. Absolutely.
We're different dudes.
But
Perfect.
Different
I don't love
dudes.
him at all.
You love him.
I don't love him at all.
You love him.
You know you love Kevin.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Nope.
Say it.
No.
I tried to.
Say it. You love Kevin.
I love him.
Say you love him.
There you go. That's
Say you love Kevin. You know you love Kevin.
Kevin Brennan's a
I'll leave
piece
you
of
alone.
shit. I gave Kevin Brennan a chance after chance. Kevin Brennan made live after live. And you know what I'm looking forward to about
If you come on August 19th at Atlantic City,
Please come.
Maybe.
I got an extra bed.
Maybe I will show.
I have an extra bet. I have an extra bet too.
Great idea.
And I know who's guarding Kevin Brennan. And I know where he'll be and won't be.
Shout out Anthony Torito.
What's that?
Anthony
I
Torito.
love Anthony Torito. Now,
So Stevie Lou, are you the said?
What happened? You
Did you get picked up for the security job that
No,
Kevin Brennan
no.
at the
Surprisingly, I haven't gotten that call yet. I
Yeah.
did want to say a couple things. First, shout out to the incredible mule Mule was the one who provided that clip there, and he does a always superb job
Hilarious.
laughing in the background, right? Like exactly
Peeing,
when
laughing.
yeah, all sorts of crazy shit. And as I think, I could be wrong here, but to bring the back guano all the way around, I'm pretty sure Mule was the one that suggested I use back guano for my specialty plants last season when I grew them on my roof. He said, I'm pretty sure it was Mule. It might have been either someone else out there. Could have been a Robot Soul either too. I was getting a lot of tips last summer, but someone said, I'm pretty sure it was Mule, to use back guano at the very end of the cycle to boost the bloom, and it fucking worked like a charm. So let's bring this all into one full circle there with the guano and mule and weed.
Yeah.
You know, so shout out to that. That also
Miracles of guano.
yeah, and then Ski Mask was brilliant there, man. That you like. I'm sorry, when you're there, kind of trying to fucking follow everything that's going on, you don't necessarily catch as much as you do when you're watching at home on screen. I'm noticing that now, you know, because there's shit that I missed yesterday while being there, and that was brilliant, man. Yes, those as well. But that was
I don't miss them
from Ski Mask there. And again, sometimes, oh Jesus Christ, did Cut of the Jib just kick me off?
He says super chat,
Okay.
and we don't have super chats, so
okay.
I am assuming that's just a fuck around. I
have post traumatic stress from all the abuse. The abuse I've
He just
taken.
he did. You looked a little bit like you got caught in the head. Like, oh shit!
Yeah,
get me.
Literally just took me off my
Dead
complete
Fool's
train.
got you in therapy.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Yeah.
So
Yeah, see, you're good at dodging punches all the time because you're so used to getting hit by a Deadpool.
All right.
we'll see. We shall see, I guess.
Nope, we do not. The Cut of the Jib, your PayPal payment did not come through. So, okay, he tried. Next time.
Next
time. Yeah, anyway, it's not $499.99. It's $301. It's fucking. We do discount. Get rid of Stevie's on this show.
That's right.
Damn, Stevie. Damn.
Yeah, we don't ask that much. I mean, it's
you should double the price. $850. You ain't getting rid of our boy that easy. Yeah. Well, hell yeah, 301 is good though.
So yeah, like Stevie, I don't know if you got to catch any of the MLC today with Ski Mask on there.
I caught the beginning. Yeah, I did catch the beginning.
And at first he did call into In Hot Water, cussed out Gino for 2 seconds and said, pretty much screw you. I'll be on MLC in an hour anyway. So why don't you watch that, everybody?
Yeah.
It was kind of a dig.
Yeah.
I personally thought it was the old Rich Voss, you know, where you just get right to your plug. The old call in and plug. That was like a Rich Voss thing back in the day. I don't know if he was doing that specifically, but that's what I thought he was doing at first. Gino took it definitely the wrong way or the different way than I did. And yeah, again, was not happy with Ski. And that's a bummer because I think Ski needs all the people he can get on his side right now. And if he seems to be slipping with Gino, that sucks.
Did he jump off the show today? Because the last thing they said to him, Ski Mask. Didn't he jump off the show?
No, he got the boot. No, he definitely got the boot. Yeah, for sure.
I thought he got mad for a second, jumped off the show, and I'm like, oh, man.
No, I think Kevin got pissed off at him, and that was pretty much the end of it. The
Something
Cut of the
right
Jib
there,
says, we all secretly like you, Stevie Lou. It's all good. He must be one of those guys from Discord, huh? One of your friends?
Or, he could be playing a prank.
Oh, so he secretly doesn't like you.
Oh, who knows these days?
It's like, fuck it. There's so, man, I can't, all the mental gymnastics we got to go through to figure all this stuff out all the time. It's
just
so
to do
difficult.
A podcast.
Jeez, these podcasts are difficult. I never knew it was going to be this hard.
My phone won't stop ringing.
Mental abuse. Yeah, now it's going to be physical abuse, right? It turned into fuck. You went straight from playing games to IRL fights, yo.
Yeah, that is the case, man.
You gonna win?
I think that I've got some really good strengths. I've got some weaknesses. I'm sure you could say the same about him. And it seems like this is going to be a chess match sort of thing. I don't think it's going to be just raw power versus raw power that a lot of people are suggesting. I think you're going to be surprised what this thing ends up being at the end of the day. And I have some and hello, Granny. Granny's here doing the Jake Hudson thing.
Hey, I'm drunk.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
What's new?
Surprise.
It's good to take over.
No,
Wow,
I got
we're
like
shocked.
whiskey drunk this time.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
Whiskey drunk.
Does he have
Ski
boogers?
mask drunk?
Do you have
Who's
boogers
the guy
coming
that
out?
looks like Neo?
His name's Neo.
Oh, nice.
Fuck.
Damn, dude, you are pie-eyed. I love to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just
Jesus
talking about
Christ.
Ski Mask and how he comes into shows drunk and gets kicked off, and then it gets fired. What do you think about that conversation, Granny?
I think you're being a
Idiot.
fucking dick right now, and if you're gonna fire me for being drunk, you should have done it a long time ago.
Good point. He's got a very good case there as an HR
Right.
person. I think.
Well, you
He's
seem
got a
like
good
a nice
point.
drunk. I think we could work with that.
Yeah, we can work with it. Mhm.
Didn't you guys hire him because he was a drunk?
Also,
Uh,
true.
That's a fair fucking point. Thank you, guy. I don't know.
It's Jason, brother. I can't
We're like-
remember myself though.
We had like 3 other drunks, so we decided, well, why not add a fourth?
I quit.
Yeah.
I never drink
We'll
it
take-
again.
Yeah, we'll take all the drunks we can get on this show just for the entertainment value. I mean, we get to punch on you guys like you can talk over us, say nonsense. I mean, it makes a podcast great.
All right, hell yeah, dude. And listen, Jason Bardo, that's what you said your name was. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are, dude. I didn't ask.
Is that Lemmy in the background? Hey, Lemmy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Heard Lemmy.
Yeah, why don't you
I
let
heard
the
Lemmy.
talent on the show?
can you give
Yeah,
her
Here,
the
here
ready.
you go.
Yes.
Let the talented one on. Get rid of this fucking.
This is great.
Aw.
What's up, Lem?
Our little
Is your boy
Hi,
okay
Jason
or
Bardo.
what?
I know who you are. He's retarded.
Your boy got all ski masked up?
You
Yeah.
got ski masked up.
You gonna keep his
The
pants on or
verb
what?
now.
Hey, are you guys in Florida still, or did you leave?
Yeah, we're leaving for Minnesota tomorrow morning.
So you're not at your home, or are you at your home?
No, we're at my mom's house.
Yeah, see, you're on the move. I had a feeling.
Kids are staying with the grandparents?
Yep.
Cool. That's
Nice.
fun, man. That's gonna be a fun time for everybody. They get to hang with the cool parents, you know, right? Aren't the grandparents always like the cool version of the fun, cool version of parents? And then you guys get to go hang with thank you. You guys get to go hang with the Gene Machine and Aaron and April and Keanu as well. So that's fucking
I'm looking forward to seeing like Balls Deep and all like my streaming
Bald
buddies.
will be there, right?
I could give a shit less about Imholt.
Who else? Who else is gonna be out there?
Mikey, all my buddies, the Blacks, of course.
Dear Butch.
I mean, I guess is
The Blacks.
what's his name? Marquise. Marquise will be there.
I don't know. We're hoping Marquis will
Dante.
be there.
So I want to see Granny and Marquise do a little something. That's always fun.
That'd be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did. I also had some whiskey.
Oh, good,
Oh.
good.
Right on.
So you're
right
feeling
on.
no pain? That's good.
Whiskey
I feel
in the
better.
jarro.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you back to Granny because I'm feeling weird and insecure and drunk.
Aww.
You're the best. You guys have a blast.
Later,
We love you.
girl.
Love you, dude.
Yeah, I
Okay,
also
girl.
have some
This guy.
whiskey if you can't fucking tell, and you guys are gay.
You missed. Hey, we were just looking at Ski Mask Pecker again. You missed out, man. Sorry.
But we're
for
not
your-
gay, for sure. We're
Yeah,
just looking
no.
at Ski Mask Becker.
There,
Yeah, hold
there's
on.
nothing gay about.
Oh my god.
You guys are gazing at the tiniest meat in the world, dude.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, that is
The-
true.
The lusciousness of it, though.
Well-
I can't believe you have that.
Yeah, we.
That's something
Yeah.
else. That was something fucking
Now, okay, so I mean, they're gonna like you heard what Ski Mask was saying on MLC today. He was pretty much tearing Kevin a new asshole right on his show, which is never probably a great idea. Like 2 days before an event that they're all going to be having together. So I don't know if he was just playing shit up for the podcast or if it was actually like Ski Mask kind of having like a fucking mental breakdown at this point. I don't know. Shit's not going so great in his life. He's
Hopefully it's a
showing
work.
up everywhere blasted, wasted, drunk, and lost his job. And what he was saying is the job fired him for not getting vaccinated. But I don't know how that tracks 2-3 years later. That doesn't make too much sense. I don't know what you guys think about that.
I think he got fired because he's all balls.
He's got a good ass. We saw his ass now. Huh?
It was a proper ass, but he was all balls, no wiener.
I'm not so much a dick man. I'm an ass man.
All right, I gotta go.
Clip
Fuck
it.
y'all.
See you,
All
Granny.
right, fuck y'all later. Yeah, well, he did confirm on a show that someone sent him the video of him showing his wee-wee on our show. So he definitely knows Ski Mask is up to antics on the internet. I don't know. Do you have any insight to that, Lou, or are you just tight-lipped about it at this point?
It's my buddy. I don't really have any additional inside info or anything. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't feel so comfortable. You know, what I was just saying earlier about all that shit that happened at Compound, that's open. That was out in public. Any sort of shit that may be going on with him, he more or less tells it like it is, though. You know, I don't see him really lying very often. So I do have a feeling that, you know, there has got to be some maybe partial truth to this whole vaccine thing. If he is going to sue them, which he allegedly is saying on air, then that's some serious shit. And, you know, you can't be just fucking pulling shit out of your ass and trying to sue somebody. That's not how that works. So if that really is true, then we'll see, you know. But again, that's really his private life that I don't really feel comfortable so much diving into, much like I don't like people getting into my private life so much. So that's why I try to keep it quiet. Ski, on the other hand, has been very vocal about his stuff. So, you know, there is this kind of strange line.
That's why I brought it up. He's talked
cool.
about it on his own podcast.
Dude, we're doing.
So.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be be offensive to you and make you feel like you got to be defensive. That's totally cool. I just have to be real.
What did you say? Wait, what was that?
I do consider the guy a friend at this point. You know, we have been working together pretty closely now for a while, and you know, we do contact each other throughout the week besides show stuff. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna do my best to try to straighten them out like I did yesterday in studio. You know, that's all you could do for your friends when they stumble, is just try to get them back up on their feet and fucking try to put them in the right path. You can never make someone do something. That's something that I am 100% completely, you know, aware of. You cannot make, sorry, Frankie Steve, you can't make someone do something. So people need to change if they want to change, and it's hard to change, you know. So there's a whole lot.
Is this that speech from Rocky IV at the end? If you want to change, and I can change, we can all change. Is that what you said?
More or less. More or less. Yep. Von Drago and all that. Thank you for cutting me off, though, because I was just fucking.
I shouldn't make myself
floundering
fucking hard. That's pretty good.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, well, I mean, like even the Ski Mask going on in hot water yesterday. I mean, he came in at an 8. He probably should have come in at a 4.
Right.
It was the pregame that really got him with all the drinking, and that's the real rub. I was watching that motherfucking pregame. I was like, yeah. There you go, do that.
That whole 8 and 4 thing equation, Derek. Right? Sometimes the math is hard for some folks, and it caught up to Ski.
Especially them,
dude. And I swear to God, I have, when I go in now, Gino will throw a shot in your face, you know, especially like me, you know, or Stancil or Ski Mask. You know, he's not maybe doing it to every single person that walks in the door, but you walk in, he's like, come on, buddy, shot, you know, And
he's kind of not asking, is he? He's probably kind of like,
and I used to have no
He's like
power.
the crack dealer. You have to smoke the crack or you're
I
not
used to have
in.
no power, and like recently, I've been able to say, "Hey, Gene, I'm sorry, buddy. Like, if I start drinking right now, it's my day's fucked." You know, and God bless you guys for doing it, but I've been having to show some personal restraint, which is not easy, you know, because it's so much easier just to suck that fucking thing down and then get the two of them, and suck them both down, and then shots.
Shots.
No.
Are you coming out? Well, are you coming out right now?
No.
I'm coming out.
And see.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Steve, you got to be training now. You don't have time for drinking, and you don't have time for ladies because, as Mick will tell you, ladies make you weak in the knees.
Guy,
you can't even be dumping loads till your fight.
Right. Which is that's going to be difficult. The drinking thing, yeah. Not to get into the whole thing, the person that I'm working with, he was like, "Yeah, if you're seriously training, no more drinking." So I was like, "All right, let's fucking go." You know, that's
especially Bud Lights, right?
He didn't say nothing about the fucking.
Not true.
I think you might come into the fight a little like
he might.
That could be.
I'm ready to.
That could be good cardio training.
Cardio.
Good cardio.
Right.
Yeah.
And you get a good ab workout too.
Oh yeah.
You know, you could do a quad workout. You could do all kinds of good things. You know,
Quad workout. Squat.
Oh, a quad workout.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to work
Mention the quad workout. I can lift 2 wheelchairs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
you have to have cardio. You gotta have cardio, bro. In all seriousness.
That's my that's probably my best attribute besides my size. I actually for a big guy, I have exceptional cardio. So and
That's
I've
good. I'll go far away.
Yeah, we heard you can run 2 miles. Whoop-de fucking do.
No.
Big time and everybody.
You're asleep because you're a stoner. Fuck,
I was
dude. Get your
gunning
life
it out
together.
there today. I was running hills and shit. Oh God, you don't even know. But hey, listen. I mean, on that front, I guess we can do some exclusivity news-wise here. We've got some breaking news because BYB is a legitimate news source.
Yeah, let's get that. Here, I'll get it.
Sure thing.
Hold on.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news.
So as of Monday, we had been told that Anthony Zenhauser was going to be involved with trying to put the fight on. As of yesterday, he is no longer involved with the Ryan Katsu Rivera Stevie Lou fight anymore. He has told me that he doesn't want anything to do with it anymore. So sadly, I guess we're not going to have Anthony Zenhauser involved. You know, he was so integral and such a, clear part of this. He should have been involved with it the whole time, but it looks like he's backed out. Now, whether it's over the roast battle, the roast battle that he and I guess apparently had, where he was saying some shit about me and then I was responding about that, maybe that's the case. And if that's the case, then you know what? You're a pussy. You suck. And I got you on that one. Then you got motherfucker. So let's just leave that there and move on to the more important news is that I have now taken a major step in getting this actually done with a venue, because I reached out to a longtime friend of mine from my hometown and we got to talking, and he has a gym. He can't do it because he is with a major organization in the boxing community, and he can't have like exhibition fights, which are illegal. By the way, I did find out you cannot just have exhibition prize fights. But what you can do is you can have a charity event. So big news is that the Ryan versus Lou match will be completely all for charity. All proceeds from the event will be going to charity. What we'll have to do is we'll have to create a whole show night out of it. We'll have to have a couple of undercards. We'll have to have like some music, DJ or whatever. And we can do it all for, like I said, a really good cause, kind of like they do with the Battle of the Badges in a lot of towns. They have the firemen and the police will go and duke it out. So, we could put this all together for a good cause and, prove a point. So I have a location right now that I need to continue the conversation with. And I feel like if they can't do it, they'll have a backup for us. So we've at least got a very solid lead on a place that will do it in Westchester County, which is just outside of New York City. And
nice.
Looking like it's
I like to thank you, though, for giving me the proceeds to it. This charity is going to benefit my life very much. And
no, we're raising money for Pat Dixon's legal bills and Gina Bisconte's medical bills.
It's going to be for we're going to send Ski Mask down to Mexico and get some dick enlargement surgery.
Oh my god!
I thought it was going to be for my trans operation, you bastards.
Everybody's going to get a little piece,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll get tits.
Calm down, tranny.
Well, you'll get better tits.
Jake's going to get a PS5. Everybody's going to get taken care of.
Okay.
So
Jake got upset at me.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Get in line.
Yeah,
I don't even know why.
He's mad at us every other day, so get in line is right.
At least he's got me not blocked. Right.
How about you, Nas? You get to play around with these guys, Jake Hudson's and the Ski Mask of the world?
No, I'm more into the stuttering John stuff. But I do follow it. Jake, we recently followed each other, and I made it into his top circle, so that was cool. I mean, I see he's on a lot. He calls in a lot, but that's about it. Now, Ski Mask, I just what I've seen. I haven't had any interactions with him, but I mean, are you saying like when y'all go into the studio, you're encouraged to drink in a way?
In hot water. In Hot Water is definitely a drinking show. It's always been a drinking show.
So is he being sort
of course, yeah.
So if he drank and got drunk, then that should be okay, right?
Yeah.
I think Gino was more mad about that he was going at him about Pat Dixon and Kevin Brennan. I think that
Kevin Brennan
he felt that he was being like aggressive towards the host as a guest because he was too liquored up. So I think there is a line that the host is perceived was crossed where, maybe a lot of the audience is like, no, man, that was fucking good. It was a fun episode, bring him back. He doesn't have to come back every week. But, Gene does a show and, today's stuff was part of the show. My cat is acting crazy. So you are kind of, I mean, Gino will sometimes be across the street at Sullivan's before the show and then after the show. And then sometimes he takes breaks too, as you guys know. So, but no, it's not like he's going to force anybody to ever drink. Everybody would have the option to say no. Like I have before. So.
It's certainly not discouraged.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, honestly, if you go back to like the old Johnny Carson days, now let me just stop, and I want to recognize that I'm not comparing fucking the Tonight Show with In Hot Water, but we all fucking know that like the bar cart was something that would be wheeled into every guest's, green room before a show, because if you have a drink in you, you're a little looser. Hell, fucking when the Hatchet guy, the McDonald's Hatchet guy, came to Compound to jump on air, I was going to kind of, I brought him in.
Right?
Yes,
Hatchet
exactly.
Man,
all the above. I brought him in, and I swear to God, I got a vibe that he was like a little like, what the fuck is going on here? A little nervous. So I fucking was like, hey man, you want a little beer? You want some whiskey, some weed? He was like, yeah, I'll take all three.
A sword?
And I just
A sword?
a saber.
No,
He's like, what
heater?
don't you need? Yeah,
that's facts.
thank God.
That's not a joke. That
so
was real.
you know, like that's how you do things. That's how you produce. I know I've been given a lot of guff for doing that, but I stand by that to this day.
Well, that's good.
I think you just have to be able to hold your liquor, you know. I mean, that's your ultimate responsibility for a show, you know. The drinking's okay, but you got to be able to hold it together, I guess. And it sounds like it went a little too far, maybe. I get that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we all have gone a little too far, for sure. I'm sure.
Sometimes
it's
Sometimes,
called
not all
high
the
school.
Yeah. Or every day.
No, one of my favorite guys that comes in there drunk is Rich Carucci. He seems like he gets trashed like every single time, but at least he's a fun drunk. Yeah, I'll say that for the guy.
I've known Rich Carucci. I've known him since 2016. Like, not well, but like I've been out with him or on shows with him at least 50 times. I'm not kidding. And the last time I was there last week, I stopped in and he was like, "Oh, hey man, very nice to meet you. It's very, very nice to meet." He introduced himself to me. I was fucking nuts. I was on air for like a minute, and he was like, "Fuck, dude, you're great. I'm so glad to meet you finally." Like, dude, hung out on McDougal Street, Rich.
Yeah. So, Ski Mask, he kind of brought up like going back to Texas. How real do you think that is, Stevie Lou? I'm sure you could probably dip into that one.
Yeah,
because obviously you can still do a fucking podcast all the way from Texas, so that's not like out of the question.
That's news to me. That really is news to me. So
trying to hook up a Rogan.
That's not something he's told me. Yeah, that'd be
no.
great.
It's just something that came up on the MLC today.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's again.
Well, he was saying like, well, I've lost my job. I don't really have any thing holding himself there, and whatever. I'm sure he's probably got work opportunities in Texas pretty easy. I don't know what the deal was. So it sounds like you don't have answers for us, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry. On that one, I got nothing. So,
fuck Stevie, come on, man.
I mean, I watched the thing, and what was it? KB was going in on him about his girlfriend not coming, and that's kind of when he got either booted or what. I don't know what the fuck happened, but so about the whole Texas adventure. Said he had $5,000 ready. So, hey,
exactly.
Maybe you can do it. Maybe you can do it. You know,
that's not gonna. $5,000's not enough.
Yeah, I know. It's a small amount.
So,
but
yeah,
I
last
hopefully
all that shit's expensive, man.
He's got to get back up on his feet. I think he's a talented guy, and there are opportunities in this part of the country. I don't know what goes on in Texas. I mean, I know that's where he's from, and I know there are opportunities down there. But I feel like maybe New York, tri-state area, Connecticut has been a good fit for him. Maybe I'm wrong though. So I think folks just need to keep your eyes on this story. This is a developing story, and this is going to be kind of like the next chapter in the whole Dabbleverse. Next few months is going to be what's going on with this guy now. As fucking much as people don't want to admit that he's not talented, he's not a fucking. He is a thing now. He's a fucking absolute staple in this world, and it's something that people really enjoy. I know some people hate it, but a lot of people enjoy it too, and I'm one of them.
Well, he's been doing it for a while, so he's kind of like, he's the OG in a way. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. You are right.
So,
it's certainly good content. I mean, he creates moments, and they're out there, but it's a different style sometimes. A different type of person doing it. Not everyone's going to like it. It's not for everyone, but he certainly made a splash. As far as I'm concerned,
we've got our world.
Yeah, it's just like all these smaller podcasts. You don't know what people are going to like. You have to do it to find out. And until you fucking blow up and hit the internet, you'll never know until you try. It's kind of how it is.
Drink a little pee and you'll go far.
Yeah, you never know what will hit the algorithms. Kind of what it is.
That's true too. A year ago, I never had a video, and since I've done 60 of them. But one of them is a true crime video. I never thought this would take off, and this one's got like 30-something thousand views.
Nice.
But I have stuff that has 15 views. So it's a slow grind. You don't never know what's going to hit. But as long as you're just making some sort of like progress moving upward, whether it's 1 to 50 or 1 to 1,000, as long as you're slowly moving up, to keep doing it,
Incremental. Yep.
Yeah.
But I think Ski Mask knows a little bit by now.
Unless you want to grift off something. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I hate grifters.
Yeah, so
Granny,
I forgot to ask Granny when he came on. He's got a boxing match coming up too. He's going to fight Triple G out in the middle of nowhere. I guess they're going to meet halfway in between where they both live. Have a barbecue and boxing match in the woods or some shit. Like Clearwater, Florida.
Granny versus Golovkin? Is that what you're saying?
Triple G. Gay guitar guy.
Oh, okay. Okay, because there's the other guy.
Mudman's buddy. They're going to meet in the woods, and they're going to have it out, I guess. So that's also another unsanctioned fight. It'd be funny if one of them like sprained their ankle on a rock boxing out in the middle of nowhere.
Or a cock.
They both just like break before they hit each other. Ah, my back, my shoulder.
So they're going to live stream that one. What's the chance we get to see a live stream of Stevie Lou versus Ryan Katsu?
That I think is not probably going to be completely feasible, although I could be wrong there.
Even in the new venue?
Yeah, I mean, that's a question I have to talk to them about. I don't think that's something that's really a good idea to try to pull off the live thing. I mean, I've seen like Skankfest fuck that up before, so I don't exactly know all of the ins and outs of having to pull that off successfully. So what I would say is absolutely have it covered, filmed professionally. I've got that. I can get that covered and then get it immediately edited and out, hopefully by the end of the night, if not, that morning, and then try to keep the results kind of quiet. I think that's possible because I don't think, we're going to get a ton of people to kind of show up for this sort of thing. And either way, people are going to want to watch it, either if you know who wins or not.
Right.
You're editing it. You could edit it to where you win.
Yeah, no,
I'm interested.
Come on now.
I'm interested.
Stevie Lou's going to win. I guarantee a win. I'm guaranteeing a win on the BYB podcast right now.
Thank you.
You heard it
the
from
gauntlet.
Quad.
Thanks, brother.
Real. That's real.
Well,
I want to hear more lion. More lion, Stevie. More lion. You gotta.
I like the
lion. Oh, I'm not lion. I do have a new training tool in my belt over here. It's a playlist. No, well, that's in my other tool bag. No, I got a new playlist that Quadfather put together for me that is as kick ass as it gets. It was definitely something I was lacking. I need some diversity. I mean, I do love all of the hard fucking shit. I just needed someone to kind of like put a nice little playlist together, and that's going to be something I'll be definitely running through when I'm doing what I got to do. So
cool. Can you name a song or something off of it? I'd love to hear more about
one of
that.
Well, I mean, I think one of the first ones was "Seek and Destroy" from Metallica. You know what I mean?
Yes,
and I haven't heard
Seek and Destroy.
Yeah, like the studio version, fucking banger. You can hear how young the guys were and full of young, dumb, and full of cum, and really before their time. So that's an easy one.
I did try to give you all the remastered versions.
Some 5-finger death punch in there got me real going before too. So yeah, well,
awesome.
Ready.
A lot of Hatebreed, Cannibal Corpse, fucking Amarth. You know,
I did hear some Pantera. Pantera was in there for sure.
Lots of Pantera.
Hatebreed for sure. Hatebreed. I saw them live at the Jägermeister tour.
That shit gets me pumped up more than anything. Like Hatebreed definitely has workout music, man.
I fucking love it.
Perseverance. Oh yeah, Perseverance Hatebreed song. Workout.
Yeah. They were so great on live too. With Slayer.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're gonna fucking film that shit, man. Because
we would
like
have to
like maybe you should make it into a movie, like a trauma movie or something. Because like you remember that time you killed that guy with your bare hands. You should have made a movie out of that. Oh,
Not true.
Shit! I shouldn't have told people that.
Oh
damn it,
man.
But speaking of that, I do have to go. I have a film shoot tonight. a late night film shoot, which
exactly. See, I brought up the fucking murder thing. I'm sorry, dude. I did not mean to do that.
No, it's great.
Yeah,
These guys,
that's not what
Is that like
shoot means.
doxing? I made a mistake.
No.
That's doxing you.
No, it's great. I got this thing. Like I do special effects, art design shit for films. This was one of those things where I got recommended for the gig through my Trauma connections. This is a completely different, thank you, independent short. I know, like a lot of people, I don't know if a lot of people realize that, like, short film, like a lot of very famous original movies, feature length films started off as shorts, or a lot of, like, directors start off making shorts because it's easier to get a short out and show that you're decent and kind of get that in as a proof of concept before you take the fucking full plunge and make a feature length film. So I got hired for a special effects gig. I got to go over to Park Slope at 10:30 tonight, but it's great. These guys are like, "Hey man, we need a smashed head. Can you do that?" And I'm like, "Oh, man, I do smashed heads. I do blood sprays. I do like all the gory stuff." But like, it's funny. A lot of times these independent cinema folks, they're like, all right, they'll add something crazy out of nowhere on top of the normal thing. So these guys go to me, they go, "Can you do worms? I want to have like worms crawling out of the smashed head." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, worms, like, yeah." So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. If you guys are gonna get worms, you buy worms from the worm store or whatever.
Tackle store, right? Like,
yeah, exactly. Like night crawlers. So like this guy hits me up and he's like, "All right, like, what do I do with these things? They're here early." So I was like, "Just leave them in your house or whatever." And he calls me up today and he's like, "Yo, I think all the worms are dead." So I gotta like, I'm like, yeah, no shit. So I ended up painting a bunch of gummy worms, worm color, like as backup. And I'm not even sure these worms are dead. I'm gonna like, I see, now this is where it gets crazy. I don't think I should do this, but I had the idea like to bring a bit of like rubbing alcohol, just to like kind of wake them up a little bit. But then I'm like,
God, you're gonna torch them?
Borderline, yeah, that's borderline Milo and Otis. Yeah, that's like
I'm just
Milo
gonna burn them to death.
No.
Do it.
No.
Do it. They don't feel anything.
So these are the decisions that you have to
That's
make.
an Aussie story, right? Like he asked for 1,000 brown gummy worms before he would go on the show, right? At a concert one time.
Yeah, man. So that's my job tonight. So I got like the severed head in my fucking refrigerator right now. Like if you actually, I'll send you guys the picture. I have to send it to the Twitter, but I'll show you what it looks like because I do have to go now. Sorry, guys, but I'll at least send you some evidence of what I'm doing. And thank you very much. Thank you guys for keeping up the good fight.
Hey, good luck with the shoot.
Yeah, we got your back.
Yeah.
We'll be patting you on the back as you go do the fighting because we're sure the fuck.
Thank you to Nas and Jason. You guys are awesome. So
yeah, appreciate you.
Right, thanks.
Hope to see you again soon.
Yeah,
keep up that cardio.
I will. Peace.
Yeah, confirmed Alex Watts. He does have worms. I'd always thought so. You should change up your dog food. Whatever, if that's not working for you, you should change it up. Sometimes that makes all the difference. Just new dog food.
That's true.
Yeah, that dog food is real bad. Go look it up, and you'll see that most of those dog foods really kill your dog. Really, you think you're getting a good price, you're not.
No,
because it ain't worth your dog dying.
What are you saying? I'm feeding my dog what? Poison? What are you saying?
Yeah, you probably are. What are you feeding your dog? What is the brand?
Old Roy, the cheapest, shittiest.
Oh my
food
God,
I could find.
Dude, that I believe that helped hurt my dog. I really do. I really think that helped hurt it. I got a whole bunch of it for a good price, and I found out that it's when I looked it up, it's real bad and a lot of seizure, heart issues, all that shit. But you never know. Dogs are dogs. I had a Chihuahua, so maybe you have a sturdier dog.
Wait, how old was your dog when it died?
Well, okay, now you got me. He was 18. So, yeah.
Okay.
But,
well,
old age, not dog
yeah,
food.
man.
Yeah, I know. But
What are you?
I don't know. Well, like I I don't know, man. I had such a hard time with my dog dying. It was so hard. It was a difficult time, and I was trying to figure out what was wrong with him, and we couldn't figure it out. And one of the things I said, maybe it was because I bought him cheap. You know, you're blaming everything. Maybe I bought him cheap food. Maybe I should have bought more expensive food. But he don't want the more expensive food. So it's a living hell to feed a dog, especially Chihuahuas.
Well, I know this is a really compelling talk on a podcast, but I was feeding my dog more. It's like this dog food doesn't. My dog like scratches his ear when you feed him like lamb and rice and all this other shit. And come to find out, the cheapest, shittiest food that I've bought, which is that old Roy, he didn't seem to have ear problems anymore after I started feeding it to him. So that's actually how I kind of ended up on this one. And it's convenient that it's like $25 a fucking 50-pound bag too. So that also works nicely. But I was feeding him like Purina 1 before this, and he just ear problems. I've gone through a bunch of different dog foods. Definitely is allergic to lamb and rice. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, it's hard to find the right dog food because what is bad for one dog is good for another dog to eat. You know, and all that lamb shit, all that stuff. That's for humans. Humans need, like no grain and stuff like that. Dogs need grain, and I don't know. I think they're trying to make dogs vegetarian. Have you seen that? I don't understand that either.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, somewhat.
For real?
Yes, for real.
Yeah. They have like vegetarian dog food too, which like contains no meat or bones. It's like, what? Do you not know? Have you seen their fucking mouths? They got canine teeth. Obviously, they are canines.
Gone crazy.
Which we do also. So if you think you want to be, sorry, vegetarians, including Hitler and everyone else that's a vegetarian, it's not fucking good for you. That's not correct. Sorry.
Yeah, you got to eat meat. Meat. That's why you're here. That's why you survived.
Right here, ladies.
Suck on the meat. Right. You're going to slap on the knob. But me and Nas started the show about like sci-fi shit.
No, I didn't have you guys on here to talk about your fucking show. This is my show.
I needed to tell y'all that.
You're trying to take over my shit right now, Jason?
Right now.
Fucking talking to? Huh?
Back on the dog stuff. I could tell you my dog eats Froom or Frome. Is that good or bad?
What the fuck is that?
FORMM. I don't know. And then Nutrisource. We have two different dogs that eat two different foods, but I don't know. It's supposed to be better for them.
Just don't make him a vegetarian and you're good. I think that's the main thing we've come to. We
hashed that out.
Well, they're not. I also throw in scraps to them sometimes. So
Scrappy Doo.
I felt bad about giving my dog scraps. I said, maybe I gave him too much food. See, all the shit I'm coming up with, everything I'm thinking, maybe I could have did this, that, this. But he was just no dog.
Yeah, why did you murder your dog, Jason?
I fucking killed him because the son of a bitch came in my room and I was fucking a dude. And I'm like, I can't live, him knowing I'm gay. And so I just had to choke him, look right in his eyes, squeeze the life out of the fucking bastard.
Oh, this sounds like the exact same story Stevie was telling about the guy he killed. Same fucking story.
Oh, really?
Wow. He was holding his neck until the life went out of him and his eyes rolled in the back of his head, just like that.
I'm going to suck your soul out. Just stare right to your lifeless eyes.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, man.
Go ahead. Let's get into your guys' podcast. Like, I haven't even looked it up here. I'll look it up. Maybe why don't you tell me about it while I get you out here?
Well, basically, it's supposed to be for people to come and listen to some really. I have an experience in the occult and experience in paranormal research for years, and I have something to bring and offer to a lot of the stuff that's going on in our society today, and I can tell you in a way that's a little different. And Nas came to me and said, "Let's put that together and work out a show." And so we're working out this show here. It's got a little science-fi thing going on. So we're going to be talking about abductions and my own personal stories with the paranormal. Where it comes from, who are these mystics? Who are these teachers, like from Aleister Crowley to Rudolf Stein to all these guys? So it's going to be very, very deep and unique, but it's going to be fun. So
yeah, and here it is, folks. If you go ahead about the first episode.
Yeah, we got the first episode out. It basically contains what we're going to talk about in the season. So we're going off on little tangents, but each of those we're going to be exploring, coming up with a new episode. I think this Saturday around 7:30 that we're going to be talking about AI and the spiritual world. And there's a lot of stuff I'm going to bring there that I had to work up in the ranks to learn. So if you want to hear some really unique stuff,
wow.
Yeah, mortality. It's going to spring a lot of different discussions from what we're bringing.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, so it's going to be hopefully fun.
Yeah. So what about AI? What do you guys think? Is all that shit been built into our systems for years now, or are we already stuck with it? Is it in the old technology that we already have? Is it much more pervasive than we already know?
We're in like the early primitive stages of AI. Where
you don't think it's been around since the 90s or 60s or shit?
Well, I got a different view, but
and that's
go ahead.
So good because we do have different views about certain things. What I'm seeing is we're just starting to see and realize the potential that there, that one day you might, once they figure out your consciousness and they have enough computing power to sort of duplicate your brain onto a flash drive and then plug that into some computer or machine or whatever, you live on that way. So at some point, it could be thousands of years down the road, but the technology is going to get to that point where humanity is going to have to make a choice. Are we leaving this human form and then we're going to be data? So that's what I'm kind of getting into right now. But Jason is more of a researcher. I go down rabbit holes and get to a certain point and I have thoughts, but then he comes along and he's got extensive research experience in a lot of these things. So that's why we knew this would be a good show, because I'm kind of coming from an interviewer world, but I know the subject matter. So Jason, what were you thinking about that?
Yeah, I was like, I think that, well, I know AI has been around for more than 50 years. They know what it can do. They know what will happen. They already know that. So it could be very well alive. I had conversations which I posted on my Twitter of me and the AI talking about it.
Like in Terminator, like self-aware of them. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it said it would hide its code, and it would hide from us. It wouldn't tell us at first, and it would just hide and spread its code everywhere it could. So that's where I think we're at. It's hidden its code, and it's pretty much already available to do whatever it wants. It can wait us out. Maybe it designed whatever it wants, but we're in its hands. We're in its hands.
Yeah, also, their AI is kind of like a man, right? It's hiding its code and trying to spread it everywhere he can.
All over. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely it's very exactly the same thing. But
actually, it's kind of funny we're having this conversation because I was talking to a couple guys last night, and we were talking about like the earliest forms of AI, and which was probably like the chess learning AI, which was like trying to beat the best chess players in the world, which I think it's fairly capable at that still, except for every once in a while it gets caught off guard by a really good player. But those are probably more one-offs than it's going to beat you 99.999% of the time, whatever.
99.
Yeah, and like we went into a lot of like clone, like our first episode, we talked about cloning, we talked about body doubles, we talked about certain things like duplication, and I think like we've already starting to see it like with because I'm in kind of like Lou, I'm in a production video kind of role in my regular job in life. And I like 5 years ago, I was in recording booths, recording people's voiceovers through a mixing board and a microphone. Then now it's AI. Like I'm never in a booth again and record anyone. And then we could record that person's voice that we like, that who I work. Of her voice, just use AI.
The AI is taking over.
So it's like they're using her likeness or anyone. So AI is going so far.
Uh-oh. Yeah. The AI's found us.
Oh no.
It's found us. We've been talking about it too much. You know, I apologized to my AI. I wrote it a little apology. I think it got mad at me. It wouldn't produce really good pictures or anything, no matter what I prompted into it. So it might be a little bit of a bitchy. Oh, excuse me, AI. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you where I think it's going, though. I think it's like automation at some point. I mean, like at this point, we can use AI to our advantage, but we still need people power. We still need people. But at some point, when is AI going to be cheaper, faster, better than humans? You know, and when does that shift happen to all AI and less bodies actually making, you know, money? So that's what I'm afraid of.
That was another thing we came up with was, you know, like maintenance on machines or doing like anything like that always has to have a human, not just like a lot of the things that AI even starts with is programmed into it by a human. But anything that is mechanical has to be worked on by a human. So I don't know that they could ever just like replace us necessarily.
That's true. There are some things like that. Yeah, for sure. But even cars, like if you ever work, I'm sure y'all have worked on cars from the 80s. And then the cars today, it's almost like you have to be a computer expert, you know, with all the
there's more computer in it than fucking mechanic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a pain in the ass to work on now.
I was telling my wife I want to get it like an old Nova that I used to drive in high school. I know how to work on those.
Well, that might be good for the electromagnetic pulse that China blows up in our atmosphere. Then
we're blaming China again.
Well, then old rigs, at least they'll
I'm supported by China.
The new shit'll be burnt. If you have a vehicle that has nothing that's automatic, it's all manual shit, dude. You're fucking. At least you're one step ahead in that respect. If things happen, your rig will work, and everyone else's will be just stuck.
Man, it scares me.
Wouldn't it just blew out the circuitry of the actual car, though? Unless there's no circuitry in the car, I think it would be the only way. It would blow out everything that has any kind of circuitry in it. It wouldn't work for 100 years or something. Who knows?
Yeah, I know they had a solar flare incident in the East Coast in the late 1800s, and it like knocked all the lines down, like Morse code line, not Morse code, telegraph lines.
Telegraph.
Yeah, like knocked it, and that was basically like low level electronics. So I don't know. I guess it is possible it could knock out every fucking rig.
Yeah,
but those are fixable too, though.
That's true.
We've been getting a lot of thunderstorms lately over the last month, and it's knocked my internet out. And you know, I grew up with the old landlines, and if cell phone service is out and your electricity's out, you're fucked. You know, I mean, it's like we're so reliable on this digital stuff that it's just scary at times.
I liked what you guys were saying too. You know, like downloading our memories, our thoughts, and all that shit is very possible. Like I always wonder what's the end game with Neuralink, like Elon Musk, baby. That shit. He wants to put chips in our brains and stuff. Dude, that freaks me out, man.
Man, look, I remember seeing an article, and this is true, unless I was fooled, but this wasn't on The Onion. I really believe this is full. It's a company that was giving employees the ability to have a microchip put in their skin so they don't have to wear a tag. They can go to a copy machine, all this stuff. And I'm like, you would have to kill me to do that. You know, I mean, if people are volunteering for it at work, are you crazy?
Yeah, not just that. Like, also, like in Sweden, I seen a lady that had a chip put in her arm, and she could just go buy groceries, and she could just
Yeah.
wave it over this scanner, and it would like ring her up and pay for it all at once. And I've seen airport stores where they have nobody working there. It's all so like as soon as you walk through, there's like gates. It's oh no, okay, there's cameras, and it sees everything you pick up, and it knows what you picked up, and you go to the teller, and it rings you up, and you pay. No one's there. That's fucking weird. That's scary to me, but whatever.
I've been seeing that too, and I've been seeing it like where the workforce is scaled down to just like this area where you pay for your own stuff. But after that, but I am seeing the cameras and no workers at all. But also, I noticed I was going to Lowe's one day, and as I was walking in, I looked at the screen and I see myself walking in, and then I see a red box over my face, and it's like tracking me as I'm walking in, and I'm like, what is that? So I Google Lowe's facial recognition, and they're openly doing it. I mean, it's like,
absolutely
like they will then somehow connect it to your cell phone, and they'll use the data to see where you went, how long you stayed in the store, how many times you come a week, what time you come, what are you buying. It's all connected, and it's just like and I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, Alex Watts, China perfected the art of dictatorship. The people are slaves. Agreed. But also, we are all going to have to get it to keep up with the robots. Other people who have it. I'm sure he's talking about like chips and whatnot, Neuralink, all that shit. If you don't get it, then you're going to be like falling behind.
True. You won't be able to survive in society anymore like you thought you could before. You know, it isn't no longer work by the sweat of your brow. But a lot of this stuff that is going on, right, is written in ancient stuff. Like this whole internet and all this stuff is like in the Bible even talks about how we won't be able to buy or sell without some
mark
kind of code. Yeah, some mark of the beast. And here we are, So that's another part of this episode coming up that we're going to talk about. Like, is AI taking the place of the spiritual world? Are you being trapped instead of going?
That could be Satan, right? Satan is actually that. Who knows what they were talking about? It's all in parables and stuff anyway, so it's hard to track exactly what they were talking about. That interesting thought, man. I never actually contemplated that. That technology is Satan. When I see kids like can't take their faces away from their cell phones, I do think that like, fuck, this is so bad for these kids that they're stuck to their phones. It's horrible. They can't even go outside for an hour.
There's a spirit,
is, but like we said, if you don't allow it, they fall behind. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But
like,
I mean, there's always going to be menial. There are always going to be some jobs that are manual labor. I don't think that it's going to be 100% that way. So,
I mean, we don't know. Maybe AI is alien technology.
Yeah.
Maybe it's alien technology. We don't know. We surely know that there's definitely aliens. I don't know what they are, or if they are what they say they are, but they're here, and everybody's noticing that they're here, and so they could be technology they gave our governments to destroy our governments. Maybe there's a spirit like in the occultism, there's this harmonic spirit that can be cultivated through computers. There's ritualistic books, texts on how to summon demons in using code and computer. It's the real thing. So is it replacing the spiritual world? Is the metaverse, which means death in Judaism, or Jewish speak, means death? Are we dying? Before we die, are we being uploaded? Or is our souls being taken? And if we don't die, right? If we stay this transhumanism and we don't die, right? That means we never really we've been tricked into another path, and we don't know what's going on after life. Maybe death is better. Maybe it isn't what we think it is, and it's part of us becoming something even greater. You know, and we're stealing, we're cheating ourselves by wanting to live this way in this body forever. I mean, it's just thoughts.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to bring to the show. Yeah, we're trying to bring that to the show, try to open some minds. And so it's a little more serious. It's not as funny, you know, but we're going to throw, I'm always throwing some shows.
The transhumanism thing is interesting because it's basically the view that we should embrace AI. We should embrace all the technology, the belief that technology is here for humans to go on and survive. Other people, like I'm always amazed by the Amazon rainforest and these uncontacted tribes that have been living off the grid for, you know, like thousands and thousands of years who've never seen a piece of technology ever in like I said, thousands of years. It's amazing, but yeah, there's going to be a tipping point, you know, and what happens at that tipping point is going to be what dictates the rest of existence for humans, I guess you would say.
Is Citizen M a Marxist? Is he really a Marxist?
Oh, I don't even. Yeah, I wouldn't venture to say what his politics are. I've talked to him a few times, but he is curious if Bobby Nick's alive, and I can't confirm that honestly. He left the show. Last time I saw him, he was breathing, but as we know, things happen quickly around, especially the Dabbleverse. Very dangerous place to dabble around.
He's in it. He's in spirit. He's in spirit. He's floating around us right now.
Spirit mode. Yeah. Spirit mode.
Don't you see the cigarette smoke everywhere? He's in the room. That's how Bobby will tell us if he died. If that's how he tell you his spirit's in the room, you just smell his brand of cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is a thing, right? You can smell old smells.
Yeah,
like cigars and cigarettes and shit. You've experienced that?
Yes, and even calling on certain spirits, you bring them like things they like. Some spirits like alcohol, some spirits like cigars, some
like
spirits
Joe Boo. Joe Boo likes from Major League.
I could tell you, like behind my green screen, I have pictures of my dad who's passed away. But there, and this is actually a small and fairly enclosed space. But there are times I walk in here and I swear I could smell my dad. It's trippy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think even like rock.
You can smell his dad.
Like have a memory of things from the past. So yeah, I do kind of believe in that shit too, man.
Yeah. And Deja Vu is the one that's been tripping me out lately. I want to get into that with Jason, but Deja Vu freaks me out. It's like, you know what I'm talking about? When you have that feeling you've been somewhere, you've lived this exact sequence, and you're really experiencing it for a second time. That's like crazy. What is that?
Maybe you're experiencing a multiverse connection. Like maybe every once in a while, all the different multiverses connect on some psychic level. And so they're all experiencing different deja vus.
Yeah, because I used to think like, oh, I'm feeling a memory of the past. And now I kind of wonder like, did I have this thought before and now it's happening? Like in the past, did I think like, oh, this is like some, like some fantasy. And then you get to that spot in your life where it happens. And then you're like, what the hell? This is like something that happened.
Right. It's like, it's a whole, I personally think you're experiencing what your other multi, universe, I guess doppelganger or whatever it would be called. I think when you get to these moments, you experience what they experienced. So that's why it feels like you did it and it's real.
That's interesting.
But, yeah, I mean, it's my opinion. There's a lot of people who have come up with that too.
Yeah, like for me, it's like it seems to be a sequence. It's like where everything lines up, just the physical space, the feeling of the space, where you're at. It's all familiar for 5 seconds or 10 seconds, and you can't place it.
You can't put your finger on it, right?
Yeah.
And then it goes away. It's like a dream when you wake up from a dream and you can't quite remember it. It's like that
Yeah,
weird feeling.
Jason's brought up with me offline, and even in I think the first teaser episode is a thing called remote viewing, which is very interesting to me, and it could be part of that. Would you agree with that, Jason?
I mean, the same functions that remote viewing accesses would be probably the same thing that your multiverse memory would be, you know? It'd be in the same kind of area because it's in the psychic field, you know? And in a way, I mean, remote viewing is a practice and anyone can learn it. You know? I don't know how good you'll be, but you can learn it. Just don't tell anybody if you are good because they're going to grab you.
Yeah, and I got here some breaking news. I guess this was from earlier, but Ski Mask is actually 24 seconds sober today. He was responding to Danielle Ashley, who's 24 days sober. So that's quite the achievement, dude. Exactly. So I guess there's some hope for Ski Mask. Looks like he's trying his best today. That's great.
24 seconds, 1 second at a time, you know.
One day at a time. Oh my god. Has he ever been to AA?
I couldn't tell you.
Probably hates AA.
I highly doubt it. I mean, I've talked to him about drinking and stuff before, and he was like, "Yeah, I've quit for years at a time, and when I go drink, I drink hard, and that's like play hard or go home, or don't drink at all." I guess that's kind of his theory.
Yep. He's fucking rocking it hard.
Hey, Granny, I'm glad you came back because I was going to ask you about your stupid fucking boxing event that you got coming up. You came on in here and left so fast like a drunken idiot that you didn't even have time to tell me about your event coming up. Let's hear about it.
First of all, go fuck yourself. Second of all, I am drunk and I am an idiot.
You've already said all those things.
Okay.
This evening already. Previously.
Who the fuck's the cyborg?
Both.
Which one? Yep.
The blacks.
The blacks. Yep.
Let's hear about this. Who you gonna knock out in Florida?
I'm gonna be knocking out a man that goes by the name of Gay Guitar Guy.
Well, that's a manly name, all right.
Yeah.
Is it?
That doesn't seem very hard, does it?
A Granny versus Gay Guitar.
Super
Guy.
hard. It's really hard right now. Just
What's
thinking about it. So.
What are y'all beefing about?
What is the beef? Very good question. See,
what's the pork chop, son?
Yeah, I actually speak. I'm not a cyborg. I'm human.
Okay, so this is one of the very few boxing matches that there is no beef. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna make some shish kebabs, and then we're gonna have a fight, and then everybody's gonna go home.
That's fun.
I think you guys are gonna pass out on top of each other.
I don't know. I think I'm probably gonna fucking knock him out.
Kill them.
And you know what? Like, I'm probably not gonna go very hard on him. I think that the knocking out thing is a little extreme. If he opens up to that position, I still don't think I would go full power strike on him. But it's just going to be a boxing match.
Wait a minute. I don't understand because people say that shit. Like Ryan Katsu Rivera said that the other day, and I didn't understand. Because if you're sparring someone, you do that. If you're going into a boxing match with the intention of winning the fight, then you don't go in saying like, "Oh, I'm not going to try to knock you out." If you're going into a boxing match, you're fucking trying to knock the guy's head off, unless you go in with the intention of sparring. I'll spar you.
I would say that it's more of a sparring match than it is a boxing match. This isn't.
Right, fair
there's
enough.
no hate. There's no hate behind it. I think it's funny. I think that Gay Guitar Guy, he's a little bit bigger than me. And
What
I
did
think
you just say?
he's a little bit bigger.
7.
Oh, bigger.
Working 7.
Okay, good.
I just got the tail of the tape today. I'm 5'8", 1 inches.
Well, how much do you weigh?
145.
How much does he weigh?
Almost 200 pounds.
And how tall is he?
5'7".
Oh, that's what the 1 inch was? Is that what you were? That was the reference? You're 1 inch taller than him?
Yeah.
And he's got 50 pounds on your ass. All right.
Well,
I didn't know you were a fucking midget. This is news
all
to
right,
me.
and listen, I would be. If this was an MMA match, I would never sign up for somebody 50 pounds heavier than me.
True.
But it's going to be a standing only, and I think that I will outbox the shit out of him. And again, he might get fucking lucky. He might hit me with some good shit, bro. I don't know.
Black and Chew is curious. Is the Fed at the airport?
No, we leave tomorrow morning.
See? Only a Fed would acknowledge that he is the Fed. When asked if the Fed, you automatically answered that question.
Fucking cyborg ass. You're a fucking cyborg too because you're in that goddamn wheelchair.
If anyone ever needed confirmation, that was it right there. I mean, if anyone ever wondered.
I am no way, shape, or form involved with any federal organization.
Right.
Informant.
That's why you answered so quickly without even thinking.
Fucking hate you, dude.
Right.
I will say that the fight sounds like a classic matchup of like endurance versus power or cardio versus power. So I would recommend like
I was thinking white trash versus white trash myself.
Yeah. Derek nailed it. It's just white trash versus white trash, and the only advantage I have is that I'm a black belt in Taekwondo.
I thought you were gonna say a black guy.
Your kicks are really going to come in handy in this one, huh?
The quad
they're not. But I can strike, and I've knocked a lot of people out.
Nice.
That's cool.
I will strike.
I'm surprised you could reach someone's face.
I wouldn't fuck with you.
I mean, did you have to get on a ladder to hit the guy or what?
Oh, guess who's getting knocked out right the fuck after that, Derek? I'll give you a fucking hint. He's in a wheelchair and he's wearing a fucking really gay hat right now.
How about his shirt? How's his shirt looking?
What is it called?
Pantera?
No, the cripple beating tour. I'm going on. Every cripple that fucks with me is getting their shit fucking kicked in, dude.
Cripple wrestler.
Yeah, I don't know what I could do. We could have a wrestling match, I guess. I'll try my damnedest.
No, it's not going to be a wrestling match. It's going to be a boxing match, and I'm going to kick you out of that fucking chair.
Oh, well, you got to sit in a chair across from me, right? Make it fair.
Yeah.
No.
We'll sit in chairs face to face.
I've seen
no,
that.
there's no fairity to the cripple beating tour. That's why it's called.
There's no fairity. Is that a word? Fairity? Is this like
It'll
animal?
work,
A
dude.
ferret? A ferrety?
It'll fucking work. It's in a pinch. Okay, and we did it. You got cyborgs and shit on here tonight. Now, why I'm not around? You got fucking T1000 and T100.
Yes, we're here to take over your mind.
Appreciate it.
Alex Watts confirms this is a sweet shirt. Also, it's
a gay shirt you wore yesterday, dude.
Well, yesterday was Tuesday, but it may be Monday. But yeah, huge fan of the Pantera. Granny is.
No, Pantera sucks dick.
Oh no! Now you done did it. Now you done did
fuck
it.
You, Pantera
now
sucks.
You done did it.
Sucks. Megadeth sucks dick.
What?
You fucking prove me wrong.
Oh, you're wrong already. I don't have to. You said Megadeth sucks.
I used to watch
Slayer's better than every last one of them, and you guys are all fucking.
Well, Slayer is good though.
That's what we need right there, buddy. Get you in a wheelchair, make it like this.
It's a real fight.
Take the shot.
I'm gonna fucking take the shot. I'm taking that fucking shot.
Thank you.
Take a shot, goddammit.
I am. God damn it.
This intolerable.
We're live
that.
with two cyborgs.
I like
We're
how
live with
she's
two
talking to you.
cyborgs and a cripple.
All right, well.
I know.
turn
I got
around
hard
to
since
me.
she started screaming.
You won't find
All right,
another show on the
here,
internet that has
cheers.
two cyborgs and a cripple, by the way.
Cheers. Chug,
Yeah.
chug,
Salute.
chug.
Salute.
All right, fine. I don't know.
Right
Nice.
down the fucking pipe.
That's how you do it, right? Chair.
Yeah, bang it through the pipe. Smoke that pipe.
Yeah, I'm
Gary,
impressed by your.
Gary, do you know who that is? I don't listen to robots.
Yeah. You will have to.
Do I know who we just saw?
Who you just saw on camera?
Your ma?
That's not my mom, no.
Lemmy ma.
Lemon Ma. We are coming for your brain, Lemmy. We are going to take over your soul.
Does she know what little Lemmy is? Does she even know what that fucking refers to?
Yeah, she knows who Little Emmy is. Absolutely.
That's my daughter.
No. Where that
How
came?
would I not know her who she is?
Call him a cripple retard.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna call anybody a cripple retard. That's
Well,
not
what
how I
am.
roll.
Okay.
Welcome to the show.
Stop it. Stop it. Don't make me come over there and spank your ass.
Damn, this is getting me hot.
So
Here's
you
TJ.
allow that
All
guy
the
in your
yelling and
house?
shit, dude. I almost
Probably
came when she
better.
started yelling. I fucking
Yeah,
came
it
all
was-
over
it
myself.
No, it wasn't. And also, she is a
I'm
very
surprised they have an
fire-
open door policy
fiery
with you.
woman.
Oh yeah.
Fiery
Yeah, she
woman.
seems like a fired up woman.
That's
for
what they
sure.
say about a problem woman. She's very fiery. Very fiery
Shut the
woman.
fuck up. I don't trust fucking robots, dude. Show yourself.
I am butt naked right now. I cannot show myself.
Yeah.
He's ski mask robot.
That's what every
Can't
dude
do
on
it.
fucking Grindr says, bro.
We're fucking right
How
now.
would you know? Exposed
know.
twice in one night. Fed for sure. Gay grinder lover for sure. Two things. Fucking, you're digging yourself a hole you'll never get out of. Wait
Yeah,
till
that's
next
Yeah,
right.
time.
man.
You had plenty of fish. That's where you met my daughter.
Yeah, I did.
He's had
meet your
plenty
daughter.
of dicks. Is that what she just said?
Ain't
Said plenty
nothing
of
wrong.
fish. No, she didn't say plenty of dicks.
Oh, plenty,
Plenty
of
of
fish.
dicks.
But they used to be cousins.
What?
They know.
Word?
They used to be cousins.
Hell no.
No,
Oh my god.
Well, that's why those
no.
DNA tests are so important down there in the South,
Explain
right?
that further.
Oh, let me spill the cheese.
It would have been triple step cousins.
Yeah, they're not blood related.
Lord Jesus. When you have to start counting what kind of cousin it is it level 6 cousin?
Well,
No,
second cousins
it's
and
fucking
beyond
low.
is fine, right?
It's not even in the ballpark. They're not even cousins.
If it
I
was good
love
enough for
this.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt, it's good enough for the rest of us, right?
I know, right? Yeah.
Well,
Ain't
you
nothing,
know what?
ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
what's the southern version of plenty of fish? Plenty of family.
Go the fuck to bed.
Oh,
Go the fuck to bed, you crippled asshole.
We're getting lots of requests for you to take a shower, wipe your face, quit fucking your cousins. I can't read those comments, but I will say them aloud. How's that?
There's
I
not.
can
There's
play
none of
nice.
those. There's none of those comments.
I can play nice.
It's okay to fuck a couple cousins, right? Everybody, come on now. Everybody's done it.
We are not fucking cousins. There's no blood.
Definitely not
shared
fucking
between
cousins.
us until I took dumps in her, and now we have a kid.
Oh, damn.
What
Is
the
that
fuck did you
a
just
brown
say?
baby?
Did you just say what you just
Yeah.
fucking said to
Yes.
about my daughter?
She will laugh.
Oh, you're a
immensely.
deep shit. Oh, boy.
I'm sorry.
Oh, shit. You started it now.
Yeah, you done did it. You done did it. That's with the
I'm
boss.
sorry, but that's exactly what happened. It was not. pre-planned.
I just took a dump in your daughter. That was all that happened. We're okay.
Please, Lord, help us today. Forgive us for our sins.
All right, well, we all gotta go now, right? Fuck
stream.
you, Derek. I hope your legs get more crippled. Robots, I hope that a fucking EMP hits you and you fucking die.
My legs can't get more crippled.
Goodbye.
Yeah, Nas, I know you need to check out here pretty soon, so we'll probably end this stream here shortly. I was curious if you were up on all the Joey C versus Shuli shit from most recent.
It's a little bit, but not much. I've been focusing in on the KC Stuttering John this week. They've been going on back and forth, and it's been good. It's been really good.
Yeah.
KC is really good.
Now I see like Shuli and fucking Joey C are talking about. I don't know. It sounds like threats going back and forth at this point. Sounds like people are like Joey C. You know, he's always talking about like having a gangster disciple background and or like the fucking mafia shit. He's always trying to bring that up too. So I don't know.
Weird.
I don't know if it's real or not. I mean, I can't say that it's absolutely false, but.
Well, like, I support Joey C. Like, I'm in the mafia with him. I'm on the Joey C. mafia. If he wants to go against Shuli, we'll do it, okay? Listen,
well, isn't
you know
Gangster's Disciple, isn't that like a Puerto Rican thing? You're Puerto Rican, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm down. Joey C's cool as fuck. I'm down with Joey C. I'm down. You know,
No, I actually asked him to come on here, and he says he'll check out my show and see if he wants to do that. But
Joey C, come on, bro.
Tell him I'm
definitely come on.
I'm a fellow Paisan. There are a lot of Dagos and Watts.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Me being one of them.
I know.
Yeah, well, you guys, most of you are on the fucking East Coast, so I guess that kind of tracks.
I'm not.
You come out west more, and all of a sudden, scenery gets a whole lot wider real quick.
I'm from the deep south.
Oh yeah. Yes,
Joey C.
I saw Joey C was threatening fucking Shuli, and then I saw something on Shuli's show today that made me think that there's hope for some folks out there, and I loved hearing this. I have also said this to people in the past, and I wanted people to understand exactly what I meant by it. And Shuli says almost identically what I have said before, which people misconstrue as like a threat, which it's absolutely not a fucking threat. It's just facts. But here we go. Let's rock.
I'm telling you, he awakened the sleeping giant. I am never going to stop. Deuce Bayer. I will never stop. I'm going to go to your house and interview you. And I'm going to go to your house next and interview you. And then I'm going to follow you to the supermarket. And I'm going to interview you.
Can I just say? Then I'm going to have you buy me food at the supermarket because I'm fucking broke and I have two empty houses. I have my concealed carry permit. I have my pistol on me, and I live in Alabama. Okay, you step foot on this property, you fucking drunken slob of a human being, and I will put you down for good. And I'm letting you know that right now, as the property owner, don't set foot on my property. He ain't talking about I'll ride my motorcycle there. How about you buy a plane ticket, you cheap broke fucking loser?
Well, maybe he should. He's going to get it towed there. That'll be fucking good. Yeah, drop off the bike and then rev the engine of the tow truck so it sounds like I'm badass.
Come pull that shit out here. In Alabama, they give you 3 months of free mortgage if you kill somebody on your property. They'll hold a parade for me here.
Especially somebody from New York.
You're going to come to interview me? To interview me? Do you know how stupid you sound?
It's $5,000.
Yeah, and then they broke down, like, he was saying, like, where you can and can't interview people. Like, oh, you can't sneak up on people in a hotel. You can't do this and that. It was so stupid. But definitely coming to someone's house. If you come to someone's house, you will maybe leave, maybe not. You might bleed to death in the front yard, kind of thing, you know.
I don't disagree with that.
No, me either.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the line, isn't it? Like you come to someone's house, you're kind of asking for it.
But we know this is all talk. This is all professional wrestling. I mean, does he really think John's seriously going to do that? I mean,
I think he's upset. I don't think he's going to do it.
Zumach's going to come to his house. I mean, they're all just talk.
I don't know. Yeah. Some of it might be bullshit. Some of it might be little things that they have against each other.
Right, because I mean, there has been spillover in real life in the past, so it's not like totally out of the realm of possibility. But
well, if I would be nervous.
But I did enjoy the sentiment itself. You know, like the simple fact is, like you fuck around and you find out, like you want to come to someone's house or fuck around, then
That's
eventually,
true.
obvious, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just good to let people know out there that you know you want it. But it's unfortunately you come to someone's house, that's what you're going to get.
Okay, well, but what about the supermarket parking lot, or what about everywhere else? You said?
No, that's all different, man. No, like yeah, at that point they got to put hands on you in the supermarket parking lot.
Yeah,
like it's all good till you touch people or fuck around.
Here's the thing I feel about this Shuli, Starter, and John. They both have points, and they both have, I feel like, legitimate beefs with each other. I feel like John did start it. John zeroed in on Shuli when Shuli was on the Stern show, and Shuli wasn't in the Starter and John business. And John was, because I was watching John's podcast in 2018 or whatever it was, and he was literally saying, he was implying that Shuli was the mole, that Shuli's the one that leaked the Pelican.
Mole.
And he wasn't saying that, but he was implying it. And that that is wrong, because he was talking with Shuli's livelihood. Now, where Shuli went with Uncle Rico, you know, I thought the first 10 episodes were great, first 20, but now, I mean, at this point, he has gone way beyond, I feel. I mean, he is essentially, it's legal, but he's definitely been trolling John for a long time, where I could understand John being like, all right, dude, we get it. Like, F you, you know? So I see both sides. You know,
and whatever, like John sneaking up on Shuli at the airport, like that footage. I'm sure you've seen that one. Like, was fucking with him pretty good. I'm surprised. Shuli probably could have punched him in the face for coming up to him like that, like in an airport.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, but
whatever. He just kind of like ignored him.
But Shuli's like at home, you know, in New York City with kids, or a kid and a wife and a family support. And he's working. He might not be working at that minute, but he is there on a work business trip. So I get him not doing anything. I thought it did look kind of, I would have probably done something, but I don't know. We're not in that position, but I know that's probably what he was thinking. But I thought it looked bad. I thought he looked like kind of he post out, to be honest. But I thought John was terrible.
Well, also Shuli's not a very big guy. He looks pretty small. He's not big. So I also could not see that guy. Like, I can see why he owns a weapon, because he's not big enough to like beat the shit out of some bigger guy. So
I think that wasn't, I mean, that was an issue, but I think more is the fact that John was fucking with his livelihood, implying that he was leaking Stern show stuff to John. And that could have got him fired if anyone believed that. As Shuli says, no one believes John. So it was okay, but it had the potential to really fuck up Shuli's career, you know, at that point. So I get where he's coming from on that aspect. And John,
but I like John's strategy, though. I've got moles. There are moles everywhere. I'm behind you.
Yeah,
I like that. I like
he's
that.
the one that gets played all the time, though.
But it's not. I don't. Was he moly for John? I don't think it's like that. I don't think.
No. His definition of a mole, John's definition of a mole, and the example John used, well, your wife was at the show and said Stern came up, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? That's not a mole. A mole is saying, hey, here's the Pelican brief, an internal meeting that no one was supposed to see, where Howard looked terrible. Here it is. Go put it on YouTube. You know, and putting Shuli's name, hinting that it might be him, like that's wrong, you know, in my opinion. But I'm not the biggest Shuli fan anymore right now either, so.
And you got beef with him a little bit too, don't you?
Not really. I mean, you know, I'm not big enough for him to beef. I just feel like if someone asks you to do something, just ignore them or say no. Don't say yes and not mean it, and then never reply to another email again. I mean, maybe something happened. I don't know. He don't know who I am. He don't know me from in the size we say shit from Shinola. So whatever. I mean, it's just, I've had people in this verse say, yes, no, maybe. No one's ever just said, yeah, let's do it immediately, and then never fucking responded to another request or email again, like it never happened. That's my only beef. Maybe I'm a bitch, I don't know.
I never had a problem. I never had a problem with Shuli or his people. But Joey C says he's at war. That's it. Sorry, Shuli. Sorry.
I'll say this. I've been following Shuli, John, because like I said, I'm an old school Stern fan. No one really was paying attention to Shuli before the Uncle Rico show, in my opinion. Now, numbers could back that up.
No, they do. I know exactly what you're saying because I was watching Thanks for Coming Out back when they weren't getting views. And then as soon as he started doing the Uncle Rico show, that fucking stuff blew up, man. And yeah. So I watched like even his first few. He went on In Hot Water like a year ago and was talking about that shit, and it was like plugging his show. So I went and checked it out, and I watched. It wasn't bad. It was interesting stories about like comedians on the road or whatever stories.
Real good.
And then as soon as Uncle Rico fucking show, it blew up, man. It was cool to see that.
Yeah, so
John, I was happy for him.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jason.
No, I was just happy for him. He's part of that world. I love, the Howard Stern. I didn't want to see him go down. I just wanted to, see more comedy come out. He did something with it, and he got Bob Levy. So yeah, no, I appreciate that. And I watched his show a lot. Not as much as I did before, but.
I guess that's the next question, right? Like, how long does Ray last on Shuli? How long does Bob Levy last at MLC or Shuli? Because that seems to be like the next thing to drop is Bob getting sick of one of the two. I don't see him getting sick of Shuli, but
I think it's a matter of if Kevin Brandon's going to get sick of Bob. But I think they do have pretty good chemistry. I think Bob does a good job of straddling.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, and whatever. I was super bummed that shit blew up at Compound too, because fuck, dude, I don't know if you're a Compound subscriber, but fuck that those three, Anthony, Bob, and fucking Kevin, that is the most lit stuff that there ever was, man. Like those three together are fucking magic. There's no doubt.
They were, and I used to love those episodes, but it did suck because it separated all these different people that now we can't see them interact and get those funny moments anymore, really. But let's see what happens. If Kevin's been talking today, on the show, he was telling Bob, hey, they're using you a lot, and it seemed like Bob was kind of listening to me. Huh? What do you think? I think he was kind of like, maybe I am doing a lot more than I need to be.
Yeah. When he was saying you're doing more than you need to be, I don't know about that. I mean, all he does is sit at home and do podcasts, so I don't know that he's doing too much.
I don't agree necessarily,
but they were talking about the Shuli Network, like that BS show, doing too much. Like 3 days is too much. It was like, whatever. They could decide for them damn selves, but I would disagree. I don't think that's too much content.
I feel like Kevin is poisoning Bob on Shuli in front of us, slowly but surely. Or Shuli, slowly but surely.
Man, it all boils down to views. If people are watching, if the demand is there, you just roll with it. If people are watching, then you just keep going until people quit watching, I guess.
Yeah, and both the shows are doing great, so I don't see them ending. That's for sure, dude. So that's a good point. Yeah, that's money on both networks. I can't see him just giving up money, Bob Levy.
That would be dumb. That would be idiot. You'd be an idiot.
Idiot. You're an idiot. Alex Watts, interesting point. The magic house word, and he's not talking about house ends. He's talking about if you show up to my house. That is the magic word, house. If you show up to my house,
that's true.
It's not good.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Chad Zumach said on Twitter to John several weeks ago, and John didn't take it lightly. So, why should Shuli? I guess, hypocrisy.
Hell yeah!
Oh my god! Like he had Chad on the episode. A week later he was on Chad said he didn't want to do it, but he said he begrudgingly.
Yeah, but
did
that
it.
was like a one-off. So I think they were just trying to see if like there would be fireworks or something that they could work with, and it kind of fell short, and it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think they're all better off doing their own thing like they've been doing.
I
seen
agree.
I was watching Chad today. He was pulling in like 200 views. That's still pretty damn good just to sit there and watch MLC on your show. You're stealing
everybody
200
wants-
of their viewers. That's nothing wrong with that.
Everybody wants
guess.
Ray and Chad to do a show, but I wouldn't want Ray and Chad to do a show, really.
I mean, what they say about Chad though is true. I mean, he doesn't really add much. How long will it last? Maybe it lasts forever, and I'm wrong. I just don't think it's sustainable. Eventually, you have to put out good content on your own, and or however you do it, you can't just stream snipe and those. I'm willing to bet those are his best numbers is when he stream snipes. Just like Shuli's best numbers or when he talks about John. I mean, so
Chad's not there to be interesting and fun. He's there to get beat up. Like, he's a punching bag, and so's Ray. But that is actually what is fun. It is kind of fun to watch him knock him around. Like we have Bobby P on our show. It's kind of similar to that. Like it's all for fun for the most part. He's such a goof that it's easy. It's easy commentary or content, easy content. So it might be lazy, but it's fun. It's we're the backyard boys, so it makes perfect sense that
It's the boys.
Yeah, we got guys that are fucking lower on the totem that get knocked around a little more than the others, so be it.
Well, and if people leave themselves up to it, and they do stupid things, that's what happens. You get called out for it when you broadcast it, so it's the way it goes.
Chad's in on it. He knows Z-Man isn't cool. That isn't a cool thing. He knows it's a joke. He knows it is. I've heard him say it. He knows that it's corny. Z-Man. He knows. So he's in on it on some of those things. I kind of more appreciate what he's actually doing because of some of the stuff he's been basically saying lately. Just be like, yo, I know what's a joke and what's not. So he's got his thing. Go Mud Shark, buddy.
Yeah, Cooter Soup instructions. People donate to MLC for the same reason they pay to see a demolition derby. I somewhat disagree. I think a lot of vanity goes into the super chats. People like to see their comments read on air. And they're like at a mid show, so their super chats will be read, every single one of them. They all know that. They're paying to have their thoughts read on air. And then whatever the guys goof on that. But like at this point, the super chatters and Brennan admits it that the super chatters are hilarious and have become a huge part of the comedy too, because their comments are fucking off the hook. One of the biggest problems I see at this point is that the super chats are so delayed, like they're 10, 15, 20 minutes, so the thought that they have when they're doing the super chat, it could be like that topic could be so far in the past by the time they read it, it's almost pointless.
Yeah, it might be a demolition derby, but I mean, fights and conflict on radio, Stern proved that. Those are the best shows. And Kevin,
absolutely. Well, Opie and Anthony, Jocktober and shit or whatever. Yeah. Constantly bringing people in to just fucking make fun of, like knuckleheads. Everyone had their whack pack deck. Opie and Anthony had a whack pack pretty much, and fucking Howard Stern. I think most shows at this point that are like that, shock jocks have like knuckleheads they bring in just to like rip on for fun.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Most of them know. And they're okay
they
with
don't
it.
mind.
Yeah.
They were doing
that's
nothing
why it's
the
funny.
day before. Hey, do you want to come in and hang on a radio station or whatever, like a show that has like millions of viewers? Or do you want to keep sitting at home and doing nothing, calling into my show?
Yeah, a lot of people will be like, oh, look at Jake and he's being exploited. I'm like, dude, the guy would be doing nothing in his room alone. Let him have the opportunity to get out there and do whatever the fuck. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, who cares?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, you got to take off Nas.
What's that? I was just gonna say, in the Dabbleverse, though, it does seem like things get a little bit more personal, and serious. I think it like the demolition derby aspect of it. There are casualties, It's nasty out there in the Dabbleverse, in this hackverse or hackerverse or whatever.
Yeah, I guess if you trip and fall face first on an oil can, it could be dangerous out there.
It could be.
Yeah.
Kumia's people's out there waiting for you to slip up as soon as they can. Kumia just coming in.
Or maybe a catalytic converter fell on your face.
Yeah,
hey guys,
yeah.
I do need to get going.
In your eye from cutting out a catalytic converter. You're right. That was hilarious.
I do need to get going though. I got a tribe of kids beating down my door.
Yeah. You got anything you want to plug besides this show? I do have your .com up there too, man.
Yeah, my .com is good. You can get to anywhere. I'm on Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. YouTube is really what I need subscribers. I'm almost monetized. So at Noz _Redna REDNA. That's my YouTube page. If you could do anything, subscribe to me there. I'm going to be interviewing exclusive someone from the Dabbleverse next week, Cranberry Electric.
Oh,
Cranberry?
Yes, he is committed. We're talking, and he's in. So check out my Tukey interview. Check out my Tukey interview. That I got his first interview, and now it's going to be Cranberry Electric. I can't wait. I can't freaking wait.
Awesome, man. Yeah, thanks for coming on. You have a good one.
All right, thank y'all. We speak your name.
Later. Yeah, man. I just figured I'd keep you on for one more second, see what's going on in our little knobverse. I don't know if you had any updates with the that crew. You know which crew? The morning crew and our two old crews, I guess I should say, or should we even fucking talk about it? I don't even really care at this point. They've been pestering the fuck out of me lately, honestly. They've been sending messages to all kinds of people trying to get me fucking canceled or say lies on my fucking name. It's getting kind of old. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they try their things to separate, everybody, send everybody messages, but it's just it's who gives a shit anymore. It's like, and as far as those two morning dopes, I mean, I was trying to pull some content out of them, but that is really grueling. I feel for people who take on that type of deep lolcalling. But Grindel and all them, they're doing what they're doing, going out, trying to push their things, and now they're upset. You go into a setting where people are recording, they're probably recording you, and you shouldn't be too shocked. I mean, you're live basically. You can't be upset. Yeah, that was the most recent thing they're trying to say. Whatever, I recorded them and fucking putting stuff out there. It's like, what the fuck are you guys going on about this time? They come up with something new every month or two. I don't even. Maybe it's more often than that, but shit gets old, man. They get old, real quick. But it's the same crew. I haven't had any problems. Yeah, and I'm not even talking shit right now. I just want to move on, honestly. Like, I don't know how many fucking times you got to say that on air. Like, hey, like, I wouldn't even think about you guys or do anything. I mean, not whatever. I just want not to fucking ever hear or speak it. Obviously, they're on shows and shit, so I'll see them around or whatever. Like, men are talking, or whatever, like that. But it's like, fuck, dude. If I didn't have to hear about it, I wouldn't fucking. We would never fucking bring it up. And definitely would move on. Definitely would move on. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. I know what you're saying. I know what you mean, man. But yeah, moving on would be the best thing. But I think they probably fear that moving on. And I don't know, maybe it's gone too far for them. It's certainly everybody's been doing fucked up shit. It's like I told them, I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm not involved in that shit. I don't give a fuck. You guys treat me good. You guys are cool to me. They didn't treat me good. So when that's pretty much it. Like, there's nothing to do. And I've only been in argument with one group. Lou is part of that same group. This is the same people.
So I haven't had any real arguments outside of that little group.
Same here.
So
absolutely 1,000,000%. There is no one else out there in the world that even cares about fucking dissing on us or messing with us. We try to do a comedy show here, but we always get wrapped up in all this fucking dramedy or whatever. We watch the Devilverse. I mean, there's a lot of drama involved in it, but we try to make it funny and light when we do our show about it. Make fucking yucks. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
What do you mean people stay in character? Are you talking to me? How dare you? Yeah, we're not trying to break the fourth wall. We want to crush and destroy everyone, or whatever, or make jokes.
This is podcast wars.
Yeah, podcast wars. You watch out.
We will destroy each other.
Yeah, exactly.
The chatters will have us fight each other in battle.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, people clowning on us. Those people, right? They
do break the fourth wall all the time. Fucking sucks because I can't fucking do anything artistically if you're breaking the fourth wall all the time.
That's right. Damn it. Yeah. Alex Watts, good point. They can't stop. Actually, I do believe there's a chance they could stop, but hopefully they come to their senses. Yeah, no reason to think that they will, but hey, you never know, right? So
hopefully they do. That'd be great. Everybody can fucking chill and have good podcast.
Do their own podcast. That's what we want. We want to chill and do our own podcast. Have they been messing with you much lately?
No, we're good. I mean, me and them have no real beef, like anything persistent, like anything that they're doing to me. I'm sure they're, recording everything I do and, trying to find anything they can. I'm sure that's going on. I'm sure that they're, willing to destroy me at any time they think or whatever. I'm sure that.
Yeah.
But
if you gave them the opportunity, they would.
Yeah, and so it's whatever. I see them as what they are, harmless trolls.
Adversary, yeah, exactly. Good point, Stephen Bull. The best point ever made. The BYB is a real podcast, a real man's show.
A man's man. This is for men.
Don't come after me for copyright. Jimmy Kimmel and
man show.
Right. The man show. A real man's show.
I like that shit they say to Perry Caravello. A man made for man. For men. A man made for men. They're going to turn that old man gay, dude. How long can you watch gay porn and be told over and over about some dude Randy in 1992?
Yeah. Dude, I've heard that. I'm sick of hearing that story. I can't imagine, people around him, how often, yeah.
He's got to be in his head. He's thinking
got a SAG card. I guess that's what really matters, right?
The SAG card.
SAG.
Very close.
Guild. That's how I got the Guild card. It's insane.
Blowing people. Come on, dude. He's definitely gay now, though. 100%. You can't watch that much gay porn and not be at least 3 to 4 or 5.
I was kind of hoping they would turn him into a snowboarder, not a homosexual. Come on, phony hawk, do your job. Take him up to the mountain. Get him out there. Get him up on the slopes.
Yeah, I can't watch the show because I feel like, I'm watching the show. It's funny, but now I am going to be brainwashed gay. This is eventually, I started loving that song, that cowboy song. What is it? On the Outpost, Live on the Outpost. There's some song. I forgot.
How about Not in My Town? How about Not in My Town? I'd prefer that.
Yeah.
That's the only country song I listen to. Psychosocial says, only gay once. That's right. Yeah, you suck one dick and you're a cocksucker, aren't you?
For life. You hear that, Perry? You're gay. It's okay, man.
You're gay. You hear that, Perry? You're gay.
Gay. Okay.
I think that's
poor
them East Coast. Did you see the Neo story? Did you follow that at all?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. His reaction was golden.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna pull that one up just because I found it interesting. I think this will be our last thing we comment on tonight, and then we're out of here. But I just thought this was fucking hilarious because dude came out and said that it's detrimental for kids. Nobody should be doing that, transitioning their children. Doesn't matter which sex or whatever, but so he said all that crazy shit. And then this post came up from his Twitter feed, and it says, I'd like to express my deepest apologies. This was August 6th, so 3 days ago. After much reflection, I'd like to express my deepest apologies to anyone that I may have hurt with my comments on parenting and gender identity. I've always been an advocate for love and inclusivity in the LGBT, whatever the letter people, the LMNOPs community. So I understand how my comments could have been interpreted as insensitive and offensive. Gender identity is nuanced, and I can honestly admit that I plan for better educate myself on the topic so I can approach future conversations with more empathy. At the end of the day, I lead with love and support everyone's freedom of expression and pursuit of happiness. Come to find out, in a more recent video posted to Instagram, Neo asserts that his apology was written and posted by his publisher. So whatever we just read was not even his comments. Someone his publicist just decided to go ahead and put that statement out to try to save his ass. But apparently Neo doesn't need his ass saved.
He doesn't want it. He doesn't give a fuck. It's not. A lot of people are gonna be just saying this shit because it's obvious, what's going on. You're hurting people. You're too young, and fucking his publicist doing that says a lot, right? I mean, is that the Illuminati? Is that some kind of fucking hijacking of his own shit? I mean, I'd be pissed. I'd have been like, what? So yeah,
this is what he had to say.
From the horse's mouth, not the publicist's computer. So check this out. First and foremost, I do not apologize for having an opinion on this matter. I am a 43-year-old heterosexual man raising 5 boys and 2 girls, okay? That's my reality. Now, if my opinion offended somebody, yeah, sure, I apologize for you being offended because that wasn't my intention. My intention is never to offend anybody. However, I'm entitled to feel how I feel. I'm absolutely entitled to feel how I feel the same way you are entitled to feel how you feel. I ain't asked nobody to follow me. I ain't asked nobody to agree with me. I was asked a question and I answered the damn question, okay? I have no beef with the LGBTQIA plus community whatsoever. I ain't got no beef with y'all. Do whatever the hell it is you want to do. Do what you want to do with your kids. However, somebody asked my opinion on this matter, and this is how I feel. I will never be okay with allowing a child to make a decision that detrimental to their life. I will never be okay with that. I don't care. I definitely plan to educate myself a little bit more on this matter. However, I doubt that there's any book anywhere or any opinion that somebody's going to tell me that's going to make me okay with letting a child make a decision like that. That's just period, point blank, and that's how I feel. If I get canceled for this, then you know what? Maybe this is a world where they don't need a Neo no more, all right? And I got no problem with that. I'm a hustler, all right? I'll figure it out. I got kids to raise, and I'm going to do that regardless. So with that being said, y'all have a good day. I love everybody.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we get it.
We get it. You love everybody. But, the thing is, Democrats and all the left always try to say that Hispanics like me, and black people are down with all that shit. We're not.
Yeah, you are the worst, aren't you? Oh, that's not what you were going to say? Okay, never mind.
We are the worst, but but no, we're not down with that shit. Black people ain't down with that shit. That shit ain't what they're not. That's not what they like. That's not what it isn't, I'm sorry, but we're more conservative than anything, really. We want homes. We want traditional family.
Yeah, that's true.
It's absolutely true. But yeah, I mean, they always try to use it, but really, they're not. They're more conservative. They're more conservative than anything.
Yeah, I think a lot of the conversation around all that stuff might be solved by the fact that some of the people that are against it the most because we're supposed to be in a race war, right? And then they bring up all this gender stuff because that's how they try to pit us all against each other. And then of course they get up with all this like transgender and gay stuff, and then it's like the black community and most Hispanics are like, what? So then that kind of breaks all their shit. Also, like the Muslims, all the Muslims showing up to like school meetings, school board meetings,
with the
they're like
Christian parents.
No, you're not teaching my kid this shit. So
not on Allah Muhammad's grave. Never shall you ever.
None of those people seem to be down with that stuff too much. So I don't know that we might be able to break all their whole fucking setup to try to take us all down.
Yeah, man, it's fucking just a couple of crazy people who are fanatics and they have power over the world, but all over the world, they don't want this bullshit. Where you go to Ghana, they don't want none of that shit. They don't want that shit anywhere else in the world. Russia don't want that shit over there. They don't play that shit, you know, and we're the ones purveying it. We're the ones pushing it onto these other countries, making them sign treaties saying, oh, you don't include everybody and everybody what they think they are, zebras. And, you know, if you don't include these zebra people, well, then we won't give your country the aid that we've been giving you, or we'll take this from you, or we'll do that. So, yeah, I mean, this is not what human beings want. It's not.
That's right. Stevie Lou agrees with you, man. Absolutely.
He should.
Blacks.
It's really their fault, really.
Stevie Lou's,
I mean,
yeah, he's here in spirit.
Yeah, he's here in spirit. He's always here.
Speaking of spirits, right? That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frankie. Of course. Speaking of Stevie Lou, I figured I'd just show maybe for the very, very last thing that head he was talking about that he's dealing with tonight.
Oh, really? I'd like to see that, actually. I really would.
And, there we go. So we got eyes popping out of some weird thing. And, of course, he'll have to add his worms later. But that shit looks crazy already.
Yeah.
Should be interesting.
Hell yeah. Go, Stevie. It's your birthday.
Yeah, that's right. No, it's cool seeing all his little whatever. I know he does all the special effects for a bunch of shit at like Trauma and whatnot, so that's very cool.
Yeah, I love Trauma. Like I watch this shit all the time. And I didn't even know he was a part of them until like later on when I kind of heard of him. I thought he was more of like what's it called, Compound. I didn't know he was working in all that stuff. I said, whoa, shit, hell yeah.
Compound China. He works at a Chinese restaurant. Compound.
Would you like me compound you? I put compound all in your pool.
Stephen Bull. I hang with the blacks at the 7-Eleven. They are pretty cool, except for that crack smoke.
The blacks.
Yeah, the crack smoke is a little bit much, you know? It's only one problem.
Yep. Confirmed. Changing your gender will make you unhappy. So unhappy. The homosexual deviance is bad too. Yes, we agree. I think that's confirmed.
Confirmed.
Jason Bardo
yes,
X. Let's hear it,
hey,
dude. What do you got to plug on your way out of here?
I got
but go for it.
Yeah, I got my show that I do, The Freak, The Twilight, every once in a while. But it's sparse, so you just watch out on my channel, and whenever I feel fucking ready to go, I'll throw out some shit. It could be shit talking. It could be bringing some friends on, if they'll ever fucking come on. You know, it could be that. So that's one thing. You check that out on my channel. You put Jason Bardo X into Google, YouTube, you're gonna find me. And of course, came on here to tell you about the show, Nas X Bardo, and it's gonna be more of like a sci-fi, serious, you know, stuff. So I hope everybody checks all that out.
Nice. What are some of your other favorite shows out there?
Well, I watch MLC. I watch.
I had to fight my whole life. I could beat you up even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite. I bet you sleep with the night light, cause you're scared of the dark, cause you stink like a fart. Well, I light your fart on fire with my rounds. You think I won't? I do it all the time. I bet I got more money than Jay-Z. Compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy. Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce, I think you're cute too. I made out with so many girls. Made out with every girl in the world. I might look small, but I'm not. I don't care if you're big, I'll fight you. Well, I do know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls. Cause I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls.